Okay. Well, now we've switched over to like regular audio on my channel, so hopefully it works. That seems to be. I'm coming through on from my end, so yay. Oh. Okay. Did anybody else want me to change their stuff for today?
I'm good.
I don't remember.
It's fine.
Okay. I mean, it's not hard to change.
Yeah. 3 compass.
Okay.
Sean, that is okay. Good. Okay.
Cool. Alrighty. Ow, cramp. All right. So, last week, you guys started off with a battle, and I nearly killed 3 people.
Sure.
Just gonna throw that out there right off the bat.
You sure did.
So, you start off with a battle where Drosta and Zila both fell. Unconscious, not dead, but unconscious. Harrigan narrowly escaping with consciousness. After a combination of Irina and Zophie ripping open the windows and letting light shine in to damage the vampire spawns that you guys had encountered and had come across. And narrowly escaping via a transformed Mikhail as well, and managing to play off that there was more important things happening when you ran into the guards with a wolf, managing to talk your way out of that scenario. Upon returning, with hopefully to aid the guards, you found all of the vampire spawn had been slain, as well as the coffin maker. Zila and Harrigan both noticing some ravens watching the area, and noticing your buddy Rictavio in the crowd of people that had gathered, and had all run to the, attempted rescue of people. Upon attempting to head back toward the church, you ran into Rictavio again, who informed you that he had found the bones and returned them to the church for you. Not knowing that's what you were there for, just finding them
Sure.
on the ground and returning them to the church. And
Sure.
bringing you back to the tavern to be able to get cleaned up, and tend to your wounds and tattered clothing and blood-soaked clothing, and then having a pretty decent feast, courtesy of the tavern, and then you were able to have a conversation with your best friend Rictavio, and through a series of roundabout questions and answers, didn't find out much.
I like Rictavio as much as you like Farius. Continue.
I'm not mad. I'm not salty. We're moving on.
You are salty.
I am not. I refuse.
What's this? Oh, it's a bag of crap on my desk.
Anyways, moving
Well,
on.
it must be from Farius. Anyway, through some conversation with him, and then through some conversation after some people had left, you did find out that he does want you to continue adventuring, and that it will help everyone, especially Irina. As to why, you don't know. You couldn't get that information out of him. But after some frustrating exchanges, Zila retired to the room, and followed shortly after by Zophie and Irina, where they had a private conversation and learned a little bit more. Irina and or not Irina, Zila and Zophie.
Just Sophie, yeah. Zila and Sophie.
Had a private conversation where Zophie learned a little bit more about Zila, and about her past and connection with this hag. And then after a little bit more of conversation downstairs, you ended up all retiring to your rooms for the night, at the kind of beckoning of Octavio that you all needed to get some sleep, as none of you particularly looked great after the battle. So, we pick up the next morning. So, first off, we pick up with a couple of different things going on. First of all, we are going to cut to Zila and Zophie and Irina's room. And give me a second.
Who's getting type 2? I don't think it's me.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Okay. I need
Yeah.
Zila and Zophie
Mhm.
to roll a d20.
It's a straight D20, huh?
It's just straight d20.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a dice or something. Cool, great.
Okay.
Yay!
And that is Irina's roll.
Doesn't matter.
So, Zophie, as you begin to rouse from your sleep, and you begin to take your form of human for the day and get dressed, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
And you begin to hear Irina start to stir and wake up shortly after. You look around the room and you do not see Zila where you had left her the night before.
Okay.
What you do find is her stuff sitting on a table. All of her belongings are there. And with it, there is a note. Would you like to tell him what the note says?
Sure. Let me find it in the chat that I sent you earlier because I wrote it down. Give me a second. I'm sorry, guys. I should have had this prepared better.
That was one thing you forgot to bring up, I guess, before we started.
It is the one thing I forgot to have up. I literally have everything else except from it. So, well, I'll just ad-lib it. So,
Well, just take a moment and find
Yeah,
it.
you can find it.
nah, it's gonna take too long. This will be quicker anyways. It'll be the same.
Alright.
So you're picking up and reading the letter, yes?
Yes.
You find that it's addressed to you, and it says, I woke up early today and went for a walk. I will be back soon. And then it's signed Zila.
but you left all your stuff here.
Yes, she did. She left all of her stuff.
I'm gonna try to use our connection to talk to you. It doesn't specify I have to be able to see you.
Okay. Try
So
it.
if you are within, what was our range?
It is. Hold on.
I
Where's the?
don't remember
Where's
the range.
the thing? How's it not under our features?
I don't think he probably.
I
ever
think it
added
was. I think it was 20 feet. Does that sound accurate, Sean?
I think it was 60.
Was it 60?
I
Okay.
think it was less than 60.
It was less than that.
Then maybe it was
because
30.
You wanted to
Yeah.
nerf it.
Maybe it was 30 then.
Okay,
We didn't want
30.
to ask
Okay.
for something that was basically a feat, but only.
Yeah, we.
Yeah, I think it was 30.
Yes. Okay.
Zila, are you around? In the
DM,
same way-
am I around?
No, not
No,
that close.
Okay, I don't think I would be at this time.
The same way I feel for if Strahd is around, I want to feel for if Zila is there but not responding.
Okay. Roll perception.
Nope, she's definitely not around.
You can't tell. You don't feel that connection you're used to feeling.
Okay. She just why she says I'm blessed. She got her stuff.
Is something wrong?
Yes, obviously. Zila isn't around. I'm concerned.
Is that concerning?
Yes, it is concerning.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab her stuff and see if maybe she's just downstairs. So I'm just gonna grab the bag, grab her bag, put it over my shoulder, all of her things, and just go downstairs in a hurry.
Okay. All right. As you go downstairs, there's just a few tavern folk. A couple people there enjoying some breakfast, but no Zila.
Great. I'll go up to the bartender.
Okay.
Hey, did you see my? Sure, just hold on. Did you see my sister, cousin leave anytime?
Let's see. Probably about an hour ago, maybe? Maybe a little less. It's been busy this morning. It's hard to tell.
Well, thank you. I get
You're
time's hard
welcome.
to tell. I'm sure
Is
you.
something
you
wrong?
noticed she went and she's she left a note saying she would go out and be back. She doesn't usually do this kind of thing.
Okay, but I don't see the problem in that. But I guess if you know her better than I do. I guess if that's weird to you, then maybe it is weird. I don't know.
I'm just.
People go for walks all the time. I don't see a problem with that.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna look in the bag.
Okay.
Are both books there?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, that's not when you say everything, did she leave her cloak of resistance behind?
No.
Okay. He's not running away.
I don't know. If I was running away, I'd take the cloak with me too. Just gonna throw that out there.
You could roll to see exactly what is left in her belongings too.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Whatever you're trying to lead me on to now.
Okay.
All right. What
I mean, obviously we don't have a way to. I mean, unless you want to go search the town, we could just wait.
God, is that? I look around. Is the douchebag here?
Is Rictavio there?
Is Rictavio here?
Yes, Rictavio's there. Of course he's there. He works for the bar. He's a bard. He's
I
eating
look at
breakfast,
him.
actually.
I look over at him, squint my eyes. It's not worth it, and turn around and go out the door.
Okay. We cut away.
Yep.
Zila.
Okay.
So Zila, you get up about an hour or so before everybody else.
Mhm.
Leave your move your belongings over to the table, write the note for Zophie, and take off toward the city for a walk. Where exactly are you trying to head around in the city?
Okay, let's go to the shops.
Okay, so you're gonna head toward kind of like the town square where you have like Blinsky's and the coffee maker. Like that area is kind of like a, like a term, like an industrial district area. You have some houses there, but it's mostly like houses connected to their shops.
Yep.
And various things like that. What exactly are you looking for here?
Oh, you know what I'm looking for.
I do know what you're looking for. All
No,
right.
I'm not gonna say it out loud.
Darn it! I figured I'd try.
No, you're not. putting
Anyway.
rules over.
I thought I'd try. Okay. So, as you begin walking down the streets, you do find a shop you're looking for. It's a little run down. Doesn't look like it's a super popular shop for people to go to, but it doesn't look like it's, abandoned by any means.
Mhm.
So you can you walk in, and as you walk in, you see kind of dusting the bookshelves. You see a human man with kind of like dirty blonde, light brown hair.
Mhm.
He's probably like average. He's like 5'10", 5'11". He's like average.
Mhm.
A little bit skinnier. And he's got glasses. Is in the same kind of clothes most everybody else is here in. They're not rags by any means, but they're not like super high fancy dress. He's not nearly as dressed as Blinsky and his jester type outfits. But he looks just like a normal common person. You walk in, he's kind of there dusting off some shelving along the walls. Let me see if I can do this accent. I did not have a chance to practice today like I wanted to.
Good luck.
Yup.
Top of the morning to you, laddie.
I hope so.
I thought
God, I
about
hope
that,
so.
but no.
He made me roll for this, by the way, guys.
I
I don't
did.
know what he's gonna do.
So this character is completely by rolls.
Great. Let's hear it. You got this, DM.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, hold on.
Who's doing the me thing?
The smart thing.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Zophie's like, oh god, she ran away.
All right. So she walk in, and he's like, "Oi, lass, what can I help you with?"
I'm just gonna take a moment and say, very well done. Keep it up.
I'll try. I can't guarantee that.
Chef.
Zila looks over at him and she says, hi, I am looking for a particular book. And then she describes the two items she's looking for.
Okay. So as you sit there and describe, he sits there. He kind of has he's like standing there with like a contemplative, like kind of look. Kind of adjusts his glasses a little bit. They're like big glasses. They're like big glasses.
Okay.
because it's a medieval style. They don't look nice and slimline. They're big. They kind of adjust them a little bit, and I see. What? Oh, I had lost the accent. Hold on.
You got this.
You're not lost it.
Yeah, what you're looking for, we got over here. Let us see. I think this book. This would be one, and this over here. I think that would be it. Anything else you need, Loss?
Excellent. No, this would be it, but how much do these cost?
Well, give me 1 sec. Let me go check the. Let me go check. He'll walk back toward the counter and begin flipping through some books. Well, that'll be. Okay, that'll run ya about 2 gold, Loss.
I want to try and see if maybe he's lying, but knowing my insight, okay, is he giving me a fair price?
It seems to be pretty fair.
Okay.
I
Well,
mean, it
then-
might be a little bit high. I mean, considering the condition of everything, it's probably a little high for what he's asking. If it was brand new, that'd probably be pretty accurate.
But Zila doesn't know this that well. So,
But I would say
she's going
for what she knows, it's probably pretty accurate.
yeah. She fishes out 2 gold and pays for both of them.
All right. Pleasure doing business with you, Lass. Anything else I can help you with?
No, but thank you for helping me.
You're welcome.
And
Anytime.
then she just quietly leaves the building.
Okay.
And then proceeds on her walk.
Okay. So by you coming down there, walking here, it's probably closer to like where the E is on the town square sign.
Mhm.
Town square is. So, it's a little bit of a distance. It's not super far.
Mhm. I would like to say when she leaves, what is generally the feeling that's going on in the town today, given what happened the day previous?
Excuse me. The air about the town is one of general. It's not really true paranoia,
Mm-hmm.
but like that feeling of what
Unease.
else might we? Yeah, unease. That's a good way to
Okay.
put it. I was trying to look for something a little bit stronger than unease, but not quite paranoia. Like they're not fully paranoid, but they're a little bit more than just uneasy. So you get the air of like people they seem to be walking with purposes as opposed to just kind of meandering around. They seem to be like they're walking to where they need to go. They don't seem to be kind of walking and stalling and loitering around. You do notice that there are an increase in guards patrolling. They don't
Are the guards still stopping and asking people questions?
They don't seem to be. They seem to be just more watching and observing as they walk around. It seems to be whatever investigation they were doing. At least the standard patrols. There might be others more dedicated to finding things, but the standard patrols are just seem to be doing their job of patrolling. There just seems to be an increased number of them than usual.
Okay. All right. What's the weather?
Dreary.
As usual. Okay,
Cool.
good to know.
Cool, overcast, just like
Cool,
every day.
overcast, just like every single day in Barovia.
Mhm.
I wanted to know if it like looked like it was about to rain or anything.
No,
like
it doesn't look like
that.
it. It looks like it's just dreary. It's a little foggy.
It's a little foggy.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a little foggy. Um, you would have heard. I guess you would have probably heard this from people in the tavern and things. There is a lake toward the north of the town, so fog is not uncommon to see here. You have the lake right there, a lot of condensation and such. So fog is
Okay.
normal. It's not like it's not the same kind of fog you guys had when you first entered where you couldn't see like anything.
Okay.
This is just it's dense because it's dreary, so it's not burning off super fast.
Okay.
But it's nothing. It doesn't look abnormally dense. It just looks like a dense fog.
Good.
So it's not, and it is only like 7 a.m. So it's not like what's passes for sunlight is not super bright right now because the sun is still coming over the mountain range farther to the north, which you would have seen on the map, and you would have seen the lake on the map too.
Yeah.
So it's not, the fog hasn't had a chance to burn off, so it's just dense and kind of makes it a little bit darker than it normally would be at this time, but nothing abnormally dark or mysterious or spooky.
Is anyone seemingly pursuing me?
Roll perception.
Excellent. Come on, dice. 11. Okay.
Okay. You don't really notice anybody pursuing.
Okay.
With a 13, you do think you might see something out of the corner of your eye on a rooftop, but you can't be for sure. You don't, when you turn and look, you don't see anything.
Oh, really? Interesting. So something out of the corner of my eye, but not high enough to determine one way or another. Excellent. That's not scary at all. All right, so what other shops are around? You wanted me to look at these?
So you also see there is a shop that looks kind of because you're kind of close by like the kind of clothing shop that Zophie had noticed during the parade. So you have the clothing shop. And right next to it, you do notice a shop with you notice a second door, but they're like right next to each other almost, with just like a beam between the two of them. So it's almost like the two doors are right next to each other. You see a second sign hanging there that has a shield on it. And then you see like the general goods store that Zophie had noticed, with the barrels out front. The person that is working at the general store is kind of like moving some like stock inside from the barrels that were outside, and kind of cleaning things up, making it look like kind of a storefront. Just tidying it up to open up for the day. Other than that, there's not really a whole lot. There's like a furniture store there. It's not open yet, but if you look inside, it doesn't look great. It looks like it's been there for a while.
Okay.
But other than that, there's not really a whole lot. There does look to be maybe a carpenter that's probably maintains the buildings and things around. Again, not open this early in the morning. It's hard to work when you can't see.
Yeah, of course.
So
so as she's walking, I would like to take the kind of route that's kind of, it would take her kind of near, but not close enough to be like right next to it, but she's going to look over in the area of the coffin maker's shop and see what's going on there.
Roll me perception if you're not trying to get too close.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get too
Yeah,
close.
roll me perception.
Excellent. Great.
It looks about the same as it did the day before. You've got a couple of guards standing outside of it.
Okay, yeah.
But other than that, you
Fuck,
can't really
okay.
tell too much.
All right. She's going to continue to walk around. She's not going to approach the shop. She just kind of glances over
Yeah.
at it and just, wondering if what's going on over there right now. She's not going to go to investigate by herself. That would be dumb. Once she gets, I want to say can I draw? How do I do this?
So you have to
This-
right click at drawing, enter drawing mode. At least that's how I do it. I don't know if that works for players or not.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
that's big. That's okay.
This map
Once
is
she
not
gets-
to scale.
I know. Okay, but once she gets to about there, I want her to do another check to see if people are following her.
Okay, so you're basically kind of going this way, if I'm not mistaken.
I went like that. Yeah,
Yeah, but kind of just a whoop,
yeah,
kind of a loop around that area there.
yeah.
Okay.
I lost the town. Hold on. Hold on. I just need to scroll. There we go. How do I delete my drawings again?
Right click and
Remove pointers. There we go.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, I would like to see. She's gonna take a look around and
Okay.
see if anyone's following her.
go ahead and roll me perception again.
Okay, blowing on the dice doesn't do anything today, guys.
Nope, you don't notice anything.
Yeah. Okay.
Whatever appeared to might have been following you, you don't see anything this time.
All right. I don't think.
And you're not
there's-
even sure if anything was following you. You just happen to see something out of the corner of your eye.
Paranoid.
That doesn't make me feel any better. But yeah. Assuming she's gonna head back to the inn now, unless
Okay.
she comes across someone she knows.
Okay. So, I say it probably that loop to over there took about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's a good probably 15
that
or
would-
20
yeah.
back to the blue water from that side of the area.
Excellent.
So, Zophi, as you come running out of the front, and you begin to look around, you see much the same scene that Zila sees. You see people kind of with purpose walking places. They don't tend to be kind of meandering or kind of lazily walking around like they have been in the days leading up to last night. You also notice the increased patrols. One of them, walks by and kind of gives a sideways glance but doesn't do anything as they walk right in front of you. You walk outside. Again, the fog is still dense, so you can't see Zophi that far away.
Sure.
So you're not going to be able to notice if she's there or not.
Sure.
And plus, you don't know, like he said, it's been maybe an hour. You don't know exactly within that time frame, because he didn't have an exact
As
time to
far as
give
I
you
know,
when
she's
you
missing
left.
Forever.
Yeah. You don't know exact time she left. Otherwise, you'd be able to do it with your stupid bullcrap.
Yeah. So I have
Sheesh.
2 things I want to do, and then I know what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I want to make a perception check,
Okay. Make perception.
Roll better than me, please.
and when it sucks, I want to panic, go inside, and wake everybody up.
Okay. As you turn around to go inside, you do bump into a person. In your haste.
Who do I bump into?
does Zophie stop to think about that, or does she just run inside?
Who is it? I would look at their face.
You see just an older gentleman kind of walking with a cane that you just bumped into.
Okay, when you say older gentleman,
Like
I need to ask.
60s, 70s.
It's not the asshole that was
It's
with
not
the
Rectavio.
weird-armed guy.
Rectavio,
No,
yeah.
no. Not the old guy who was with the weird big arm guy. Because wasn't there with an old guy with them?
No.
I don't
remembering
recall
wrong.
writing that.
I don't have time for you. Moving on.
Okay. So you go running back inside.
She's gone forever.
And,
I have no idea where she is.
Irina-
She left me with a note.
Irina is still there and sees you run past and is like, what is happening? I don't know.
Oh,
You
fuck.
three.
Someone get that.
You three hear rapid panicked knocking from Zophie outside your door. As you three were kind of in those like waking moments where you're not 100% conscious, but you're like your body's starting to wake itself up because it is about time to wake up.
Is the door locked?
Yes.
If there is an option to lock it, yes.
Oh yeah, I mean they
Yes.
gave you keys, so
Just
Yeah.
Just ask. Just ask.
well that's fair.
Leaving the door unlocked. What? Who is it?
It's Zophie. Zila kind of left. She left a note, and I don't know where she is. This is not like her.
It's alright. I'll go open the door, let you in.
Thank you.
What to
But-
say?
You see Irina come walking up the stairs going, I don't know what's happening. She's just like, I don't understand.
She's
Good
gone,
morning.
And she
Good
left,
morning.
but she left a note. But she's.
Okay, what does the note say?
It
Let me read the note.
said that she went out for a walk, but like she should be back by now. She doesn't. This isn't like her. She, not since we met. She's been very attached. This isn't like her. This isn't like her.
She
I
went
mean-
out for a walk. I still don't see what the problem is.
Is it wrong to walk out and go
I
places?
mean, she left a
According to
note, too. It's not
Zophie, it
like she
appears
just
to be. I
disappeared.
don't know.
But walking around in a place like this with the stuff that we've run into, the people that want us dead, the hot Strahd that's walking around somewhere, like what?
You are a strange person. You know
Thank
that?
you. I know I am a strange. Yes, I'm weird. You're human. Moving on. Look,
It's not what I meant at all.
I'm worried about her. I don't care if it's what you meant. I'm worried about her, and I'm just panicking a little, and
Okay.
I'm gonna go search for her. I just wanted to let you guys know.
I mean,
Okay, well, don't go alone.
Right? Right. I won't go alone. I won't go alone. I'll.
Can we call an ambulance? Can you?
I'll be right back, guys.
Let's BRB.
Let's. be
Yeah.
Yup.
Yep.
Yup.
Shibari. Christmas. Okay.
Sorry.
Sophie is panicking.
It's
Sophie's
Ozila at the moment,
panicking.
just in a different way.
Just in a different way. Yes, I want to. This is taking so long, and I didn't intend it to take so long, man.
Okay.
Oh, good.
We went on an adventure.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys were discussing, you just gotten into the room. You were explaining what was happening, and you were warned not to go on your own. What are we doing from there?
I assume everyone's getting ready at this point.
Well, I will stay here if she comes back. I will be here doing my thing in the morning. You guys can go out if you want and look for her.
Right, okay,
I've
sure.
got to
Alright.
prepare some spells too. I'll stay here with you.
There are things I cannot just
Alright,
leave alone. I have to stay here
I'll
and do
go
them
with
first.
you.
Luckily, Mikael doesn't do any spells.
I don't cast
You-
spells.
I could go with you, you know. You had a person already. You just don't tell me what you're doing. You just running around.
You can come to our arena.
Yes, you can come, Arena.
Now I feel like I
Sorry.
shouldn't out of the principle of the matter.
Well, fine. Go, Mikael, let's go.
You'll be welcome here with us if you wish to stay.
Thank you.
Yeah, come hang out with us. We'll just be hanging out here.
Fine.
Alright, let's go.
Thank you.
And she'll go sit down. She'll grab a chair.
Right then.
Oh, that's hot.
Start my candle ritual.
All right. So I guess we head back downstairs then.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you guys head back downstairs, you look around. Some of the tavern people have cleared out. Rectavio is still there, kind of just
He's not worth
snacking on some
anything.
lunch or some
Moving
breakfast,
on.
I guess.
Good for him.
So you give running outside.
Yep.
Sophie and Zila make dex saving throws.
Yay!
A dex save. I
Wait,
like those.
Does my thing not apply?
you know
No,
what?
it applies to checks, not saves. But
Correct.
Okay.
So Zila, you
Cool.
managed to get out of the way as Sophie comes charging out of the outside out of the doors, comes charging out, and you happen to look and kind of step out of the way just as she comes running out and kind of just rushes past briefly as she comes charging through the
Yeah,
doors.
just come out. Don't even notice you at first, stepping out, and then that kind of like,
Sophie?
oh, hey,
Is everything okay?
you worried me a little bit. Just running off like that. You don't do that normally. Here's your, and I'll take the bag off and hand it over to you. Take your things. You don't normally go for just a walk, and it had been an hour, so I was just a little worried that something had happened in this god awful place.
Did you find the note?
Yes, I found the note, but I don't know when you wrote it. I don't know how long it's been. Did it have a time? It didn't really have a time.
It didn't have a time listed. No.
No. it
have a time
didn't.
on it. It didn't say when. I don't know what time left at. You could have left in the middle of the. I was worried.
I didn't mean to worry you. I'm sorry.
No, it just.
What?
Since we've been
My brother's
Well,
laugh.
traveling together, it's not like you to go away on your own that often.
Yeah. This is my first time walking, isn't it? Let's get inside the.
Especially after learning more
Good morning,
about
Zila.
Zila nods.
I see. Everything is fine, huh?
Yes,
get
everything's-
breakfast.
I'm not crazy. All right.
Oh, you're worried. That's perfectly natural, but also, yeah, look, she's fine. There she is.
Okay, I can calm down. So what were you doing?
Make a perception check.
Pray. Fuck. No.
All right. You don't notice anything great.
What were you doing?
I went for a walk. I wanted to take a look and see what was going on around town. It seems like people are very uneasy, and I can't be too certain, but maybe, I don't know. And then,
Roll
yeah,
deception,
yep.
because obviously it's more than just a walk, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
know it's definitely more than
you
just
know with my roll and your super insight that yes, she did go for a walk, but it wasn't just a walk.
Just kind of squint like, okay, wasn't
Let's
okay.
get
all right,
inside.
Sure. Let's
The air is very uneasy today.
let's get some breakfast. Also, Irina might hate me now.
What?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay.
She felt left out.
Why?
She wasn't important, and she felt unimportant. So,
Little rude.
yeah, I know. I'm Echo. Echo.
There is an echo. Who is it?
John, you're echoing?
Because no D.
D?
Echo.
No.
Okay, it's gone. Cool.
It's gone. Okay.
Anyways,
Weird.
I know it's a
Yeah.
little rude. Sorry. I just let's just get away from him.
Him?
I just kind of turn towards the bard as I
Oh.
say that.
So,
Him. Him. She does not make eye contact with Rictavio.
It's just kind of one of those like him.
You guys can go walking in, and he looks over and kind of nods and slightly
Zila
confused.
puts the 2 items in her bag.
wave.
Okay. That's going to beat
Good morning,
anybody's
Fabio.
passive, so you're good.
That beats my passive.
Okay.
Great.
So you guys can walk, you can make your way back upstairs. And you will then see Ergen and Drosta. Excuse me. And Irina in the room, just kind of. I mean, Drosta and Hergen are deep in the stuff that they're doing. Irina is sitting there, slightly pouting. As you walk in, she goes,
Good morning,
Morning, Irina.
"Morning," and just glares at Sophie.
Okay.
So did you enjoy your walk?
Enjoy would be a interesting word for it, but I can tell you guys that the town, nothing has felt normal since we've gotten here, but today it just, due to what happened yesterday, I think people are very uneasy. There are more guards, but no one seems to be asking anything, and she looks at Mikhail.
Good to know.
I'm not certain. I saw something out of the corner of my eye following me, but no, I couldn't really tell.
I mean, at this point, how many times have we been spied on?
I think
Truly.
it is best to assume we are almost always being spied on.
That would be a safe assumption.
That seems to be a common thread with you all. Do you have any idea why?
Well, it could be the fact that we've got.
I
you
mean-
along with us.
Have you looked at us? We don't exactly blend in here.
That is also true.
Okay, you have a
Brought
fair
him.
point. You do look strange, that is sure.
2 slimes, a cat girl, a bunny, and, well, you're Barovian, but people don't like you.
That's true.
You know, I don't know why. It
It's
doesn't
not
really make
important.
sense.
I'm Vistani. A lot of people don't like Vistani.
Well, I guess that's true. I don't really know the Vistani all that well.
Some are good, some are bad, just like everyone else.
Makes sense.
Zila's watching Dorosta do her ritual thing.
Are we in our room? Okay, I wasn't sure if we were downstairs or upstairs. So.
I mean, we're talking to Irina, and
We went
Irina and
upstairs.
Harrigan were with you, so
Okay, cool.
Mhm. We're all together now.
yeah, Zila's just leaning up against the wall, just watching Dorosta do her ritual.
I'd be done with it like
Um,
probably in like a minute. So yeah, I'm done by now.
so what's our direction for today? I guess we go back to the church since the bard I hate him so much. Turn the bone
Probably
back
all.
in.
I mean, do
I
we
don't
have to go
suppose we
back?
get to
Is,
walk.
is this already completed?
I would like to make sure that things actually happen the way they were supposed
At least
to.
check on it.
I don't exactly trust Rictavio. And he doesn't straight save his life.
We can go check
mean,
in
yes.
on the church.
We can go back to there first, then.
Then what are we doing?
Well, I mean, is there
staying
any
here?
other reason to stay inside the town, or can we move on?
No, I think we just get Irina where we need to.
Yeah, things are getting a bit busy in here. We should probably move on soon.
And then maybe we can look into some of these things that the Oracle talked about.
I don't know if it's very important for you all, but if we're leaving, it should note that I did pass a bunch of shops. Do we need anything?
I don't exactly have a lot of coin.
I'm basically broke.
Out of player talking to Chris now. What about your thing that you need to find out how much time?
Yeah, I know how much time. It's not ready.
Okay, cool. Never mind. We're good.
That's
Anyways.
gonna be when we're passing back after
Cool.
doing other stuff.
Cool. Never mind. We're good.
Yep. No, trust me, I'm aware.
I know. Anyways.
Okay. Okay. So, what is the plan? Just run it by me real quick. Going back to the church.
Church, and
Seems to
we
be
out.
on the way.
Gotcha.
Peace. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Church and peace.
All right. So, you guys can walk back down. Are you guys getting breakfast?
Yes. First breakfast.
Yeah.
God,
Yes, let's get
Sure.
breakfast.
This will be
Okay.
the last time we get a decent meal.
Sela
Oh.
is not looking at Rectavio at all.
Agreed.
When you guys come down, Rictavio is no longer there.
Thank God.
Okay,
by the time
cool,
you guys come
great,
down.
Thank you.
to hear a story.
It's so quiet in here now.
Good.
Wow.
You come down the barkeep and his wife are attending to people, and the wife comes over and goes, "What can I get you for breakfast? What would you like?"
Surprise me.
There are options.
Well, you can really have just about anything you want. Well, I shouldn't say that. You could have a wolf. We have wolf steaks still. You could have some stew. And what else do we have? I mean,
I'll
we
do
have
the
some
stew.
like porridge.
Oh,
That's
Surprise
about
me.
it for this morning, actually.
Do a porridge. It's morning, huh?
I'll do the stew because why not this morning? But I don't want the porridge.
Okay,
I
so I
will-
have. Sorry.
I will have the same as Sophie. And she gestures over to.
Surprise me is what I said.
Yeah.
Okay, I need a D4 on a 4 reroll.
Reroll it.
All right.
Nice.
So, Harrigan, was Harrigan eating anything?
Porridge, please.
Okay, I didn't hear. So it's 2 porridges, a stew, and 2 surprises. Okay. And she'll go back into the back. It's about 5-ish minutes later. She comes walking out with a tray, full of bowls, and she hands down the 2 with porridge and 3 stews. So she hands Drosa, Zophie, and Zila the stew, and the other 2 the porridge. And is there anything else you want?
A good breakfast.
Fine.
I think this will be okay.
Okay.
A quick question though.
Yes.
It was much appreciated that we had such good food yesterday, but what was the occasion?
Well, the Rectavio came back and told us that you all deserved a feast, and then paid for it. So that's what it was.
Well, that was kind
See,
of him.
very kind of Rictavio.
He has
Doesn't
his
even like him
moments.
anymore.
He
Oh,
has
thank you. Okay.
moments where he is kind. He has done us a great service, though. So it was. We keep him around. He does good.
What was the service he did?
He is a bard. He
He's
tells
an
stories.
entertainer.
I mean, okay, but he must be pretty good to keep him around that much than just for stories.
Well, I
It's
mean,
hard to
have
come
you?
by around here.
That is true. People here are miserable. Any sort of storyteller can be beneficial. And most people do not like the Vistani storytellers.
Oh.
Can't account for taste.
This is true. I'm indifferent toward anybody. I just like a good story.
That's fair.
You take anything you can get when you've lived here this long.
You have to.
Thanks for this too.
Mhm.
And she'll after that she'll walk away.
Mhm.
And you guys can eat your breakfast if you guys want to have a conversation. You can. Otherwise, we'll just speed through.
Briefly, do I see the 2 little boys running around?
Yeah,
The
you would
kids?
see them. They're kind of bustling, cleaning tables.
Yeah, I call them over at some point.
Okay. They come over. You've got the 10-year-old and the 7-year-old.
Little kids.
Yeah, they're not super old.
Yeah.
But they're little kids. But old enough that they can carry a rag and a bucket to clean a table off.
This is enough.
Especially and it's for their parents. It's not like plus it's child labor. They don't care. Let's just be
Exactly.
honest.
Family business.
Family business.
Yeah,
Nobody
exactly.
cares.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very
Loopholes.
quickly, they come over and she's like, "You've done a very good job these last few days, huh?"
Thank you.
And I pull out
We appreciate it.
2 gold, and I give them 1 each.
Oh. Cool.
Should have done something fun, huh?
What the?
Well, I'm sure you'll find something.
Okay. I go run off. You just probably just made their like year.
Oh, that's like, yeah, that's.
This wasn't discreet at all, was it?
What?
This wasn't discreet, was it?
I don't think I was like hiding it.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna be like, "Hey, kids, come over here in a quarter with like." I'm just.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a gift for
You
kids. Yeah.
Present. No,
Not getting creepy.
That's not the
No creepy.
intention of the question. God. Anyways.
No, it's fine.
Anyways.
I get it. I was not hiding it. He was just.
That's so candy.
Zila goes, well, that was very generous of you.
They're kids. They work too hard.
They do seem very happy, though.
See as many I've met. Pretty good for around here.
And then nothing else.
Okay. So you guys finish up and head out and start to make your way toward the church.
Just cause Zila brought it up earlier, let me check over our shoulder. Do we have anyone tailing us?
Roll
Maybe a
perception.
little crow friend.
Perception.
Please do better than me.
This is being stupid. There it goes.
Oh my
Second.
god, thank God. No, you need to roll a 21.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, you missed it by 1. It was a 28. No.
Here, hold on. Let me roll a d30. Oh, look, it's
You
a
do
28.
notice your friendly little raven following you on the
Let's just
rooftops.
give it a wave. I don't even say anything. I just give it a wave.
It just watches you intently, the same as it's always done. Zophie, roll me perception.
Oh.
Da.
Okay.
Dah.
As you guys come out of the tavern, you notice that old man that you'd run into earlier walking the other direction now.
Define other direction with an arrow.
So- Okay, so initially, you saw him walking this way.
Okay.
So you would have bumped into him there. Now he's walking this way.
Cool. He came back from church. Awesome.
I'm just
Is-
stating that he's there.
Yeah. Great. Cool. Is he like wearing noble clothes or anything, or is he just an old
No,
man?
he just looks like an old man.
Great.
Damn, why is this old man significant? Tell us! Anyway, sorry. I had to get that out of my
I-
system.
I see
No.
no significance.
I didn't
Oh,
say there
Zophie
was a
knows about the old
significance. I
man?
just said you see the same old man you ran into earlier.
Moving on.
All right. You guys make your way to the church.
Right.
As you guys get there,
Hold on. Just to appease my mind, I'm going to roll generally. This is what it is for this. Just to appease my mind, I'm going to roll investigation to perceive illusions on the old man.
nope.
Great. Moving on.
Fair enough.
Not an illusory old man.
Fair
He's
enough.
not
Not a fake
cast
old
in, like,
man.
alter self or something, and he's actually
It's a
someone.
real ass old man.
Great.
Interesting.
That old man is a real fucking old.
Genuine old dude.
You guys are so suspicious of every NPC.
Yes.
It's only because you mentioned this one twice.
Why would that be?
Gee,
Yeah, why
maybe
would
I
that
thought
be?
Zophie would be a nice person and apologize to the old man she ran into earlier.
Nope.
Don't be foolish.
I'm gonna be here in a few hours.
Why would Sophie care about such things?
I just have in my notes, old man
Hey,
walking ...
You gotta give
Old
options
man.
where options can be given.
You're
Anyway.
right. You're right.
So you guys make your way toward the church.
You're dead in 2 days.
Wow.
That's Chris,
Yikes.
not Sophie. Chris.
Man, now we know where
Anyways.
Zophie's feelings lie. Dang.
Sorry, continue.
Anyway, you guys make your way to the church. And you see the younger boy is out there sweeping off the steps. You imagine he's just doing part of his normal chores. And as you guys come walking up, he goes, "Hello there. I remember you.
Hello.
What can I do?"
John, how
Is
are you
the-
doing today?
Good morning.
Morning.
Is the father inside?
He should be. Last I knew he was.
All right.
And he'll turn and go, there are people here. He's probably in there. I can't hear him.
Well, I guess we can go inside
It's a
and
big
check
church.
then. Okay. Is it though? All right. Let's go inside the church.
He's like 7. He doesn't have perspective of size to
As
compare it to.
Zila, if we're walking into the church, as Zila's walking by the little boy, she just pats him on the head.
That feels weird.
Anyways, we're just moving on from that.
He just stands there for a second like, that feels weird.
Anyways,
So as you guys go walking in, I had to give dramatic effect. Come on.
Did we notice that, or was it like not noticeable?
she wasn't trying to hide it.
All right. Well, okay.
I'd say pass. Let's see. What's everybody's passive here? I can see these things.
Low.
Not great.
I would
I
say
have the best.
Harrigan and Zophie probably noticed it. Mikhail and Drosta probably not. Zophie, especially Harrigan. Harrigan probably would have noticed it. Harrigan has a good passive. And
Where's my
Zophie's isn't crap. It's not the best, but it's not crap. The other twos are fairly low passives. So you guys walk in and the father is in his study. He doesn't appear to have heard the little boy yelling inside to the church. But he's in there writing something out on papers. You imagine probably a sermon.
We'll knock on the door jam. Door.
Oh, hello. What can I do for you?
Hello. Sorry to disturb you, but we wanted to come back and visit to make sure everything was going on okay in here.
Yes, I think so.
Our friend told us that he brought the bones back yesterday.
Do you mean Rectavio?
Correct. He's my friend. I don't know about everybody else, but I think he's a friend to us.
Yes, he brought back the bones yesterday. Yes, yesterday, yes. Yes, yesterday. Yesterday evening, last night. However you want to say that.
Okay.
Yes, he said that he found them on the floor. At the coffin maker's shop.
Yeah, that's partially a lie, but we just needed to make sure you got him back.
That is none of my business as long as I have them.
I'm curious to know what those bones actually do.
They are sacred bones. They protect the building and the people inside.
Yes, but
Can I do a religion check to see if I know what
Sure.
hallowed ground is?
Sure. Absolutely. Okay, 15 or 19, excuse me.
Am I aware of what a holy site or hallowed ground?
Yeah,
would
you'd be aware of the concept of what it is.
Okay.
And in your travels, you've probably encountered a handful of places or so traveling around that would be considered sacred or hallowed ground.
Okay.
would it be safe to assume the whole town has heard of what happened at the coffin maker shop?
Yeah, it would probably be safe to assume.
So Zila goes, I understand that they protect you, but it seemed like the way that the coffin maker did not want to give it back. I'm wondering if there's more to it, but if it is as you say.
What do you mean?
She fills the father in on the conversation prior to what happened to the vampires and the fact how he was extremely defensive over them not wanting to give them back regardless, and then tricked us into that situation.
That is very troubling indeed.
I mean, it seemed like it was a trap, honestly.
That's. I assure you, I did not intend to lead you into any danger.
No, not by you, but by the coffin maker.
Oh, that I cannot say. I did not know the man, aside from him delivering coffins for the people who perished. I
Maybe
did
he
not
was-
know the man outside of that. And I'm not aware of the bones having any power other than just being sacred.
Right. Do you think it's possible that your these hollowed bones make your church a sacred site, one that keeps away things like the undead or vampires?
I would believe that that's probably what they do. They are sacred bones of the saint, and they are used in protection and to consecrate the ground. So it is very possible. I do
Maybe
not
he
know the
was-
magics, if there is magics involved, but
Maybe he was jealous of the church.
I do not
Why
know
would
in
he
what
be
way.
jealous?
Because the church was protected and here he is delivering. I don't know. The semantics are whatever. But if you got him back, I suppose that's all that matters.
I would. It is good. If I could talk, it'd be great. It is good to have them back. Now we can. Hopefully, we can have this place consecrated again. With the bones
Right.
to protect again. It is a. Like I said, I do not know the magics. I'm not
Do
a.
they just need to be returned, or is there a ritual?
There is a ritual that must be done by the Archbishop in Kresk. In order to consecrate the grounds. I am not nearly powerful enough to do that. I only can heal.
DM, can you link the world map? I lost all my things at the bottom when there was a big update.
Yep. Let me see. World map.
Thank you.
No problem.
Kresk is where we were trying to go to.
Yes, we were trying to go there. So I mean, if you wanted us to
Right.
tell this archbishop to come over here and do the ritual, we could.
That sounds like what I was planning on saying exactly.
While we're over there doing things, why not?
And then by the time we get back, my order might be done.
The order that we don't know about.
Yeah.
Yup.
Except
No,
for
a couple of you
Harrigan.
do.
Well,
Only
A
Harrigan.
couple
I
of you
know.
do.
but
One of you do.
Yeah.
y'all. You're still
Okay.
in the church, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Maybe
Glad we-
after we sounds like a babysitter. Maybe after we drop her off there, we can swing back.
If you could do that, that would be great. Would appreciate that. It is always nice to have visitors come through more than just one time.
That's weird for you to say. Don't most people here hate visitors?
Most people do, yes, but There are still people here who do enjoy seeing people come through, but most people only come through once.
I don't believe anyone in Barovia is just a visitor.
Do you mean to say that they only come through once, or that they never leave?
I do not know about the last part, but the first part, yes.
Does he know something he's not saying?
He appears to be telling the truth.
Okay. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, we head out, guys.
One
I
question
think
for you, Father.
Yes.
Do you know anything about the beasties that attacked us the other day? The ones hiding in the attic?
I do not. I was informed of them yesterday by some worried members of the church. But I do not know anything beyond that.
See. Well, allow me to part you with a bit of information we learned. They really don't like sunlight.
Well, that is good to know, I guess. I hope I do not ever see them. From what I heard, they were terrifying.
No, yeah, we almost died. So
Very.
avoid it if you can.
Multiple of
I
us.
do intend to.
Several of us
I
almost
am
died.
no adventurer. I can heal people who are sick or injured, but beyond that, I am no adventurer.
Well, stay safe, Father.
You as well. And unless you guys have more, you can head out of the church.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, we'll be on our way.
So you guys walk out of the church, and you guys were going to exit, correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are going to head. Okay. Which are you heading north, south,
That's the
west?
I would
I
think
mean,
the
west is the most
closest exit-
logical.
I
I'm-
think it would be through the old Svach road.
Zvalek.
Svalich. Svalich.
Knowledge.
The old Zvalek
This is
road.
Svalich.
The
Svalich.
Svalich.
Okay.
Svalice.
So you guys head
Anyways.
out toward the western gate.
The Weiss.
And
Luis.
as you guys approach the gate, you do notice an increase in the guards, just as normal. They look at you, kind of looking up and down. What do you intend to do? Why are you? What are you here for?
But we're leaving.
I see. Do you have any information about the attacks yesterday? It is awfully suspicious for new people to come in, be here for a few days, something happened, and then suddenly to try to leave.
It's because we're going to help the church. We're heading over to Kresk to get the high priest.
I see.
You can ask him yourself. Don't believe us.
Give us one moment. And he'll look over at one of the guards and motion for them to go. So they will go back, and about 10 minutes later come back, and he'll whisper something to him and goes, "Okay, your story checks out, so I will allow you to pass. But should we find that you are involved in this some way, we will do what within our means to find you."
Great. We didn't, so you won't have to worry about killing us or whatever that threat is.
And he'll step aside and nod to the others, and they'll open up the gate so you guys can walk out.
Thank you.
Be back soon.
And so you guys can
On.
head out of Valaki.
While I'm walking out the gates.
I am
can
not
see if
worried at
it's
all
my
now.
friend- Is my bird
Alright,
friend following us?
Roll perception.
Yep. 8.
Sheesh.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the raven is still following.
Um,
Okay.
Mikhail, you don't want to go say hi to your friends to the south, right?
I do not have any friends there.
Let me reiterate that. You don't want to
Oops.
say hi to them with your blade, do you?
Oh, no, I don't know.
Okay.
Jeez, no.
That would be kind of unprompted if we just go and attack them for no reason.
These sorts
Well, I
out of
didn't
nowhere.
know if maybe they tried him before, and
They just
Unless
kicked me
they're
out.
already evil. Were they the ones
They're
that
not
processed you? We
evil.
could
I
kill
mean,
them
they're like
then.
my parents and like everyone that I grew up with. They're people. I don't want to kill them all. I just don't want to talk to them.
okay.
You cannot want to talk to someone without wanting to kill them.
Well,
I suppose.
obviously. What do you think? We some not
I don't know. I think Zophie
I-
tends to think you either talk or kill.
No, I'm
There
not
are two spectrum
suggesting-
sides, and that is one of
I,
them.
I am not suggesting maybe some kind of, I don't know, murder hobos or anything.
Hmm.
I just wanted to know if you had
Only if they're evil.
any business with them. Let's make our way through Slavice Road and get out.
Solid.
Valak road.
Just,
Okay.
it's like a road sign. Sophie's like Slavice.
I'm just gonna say it
Guys, like,
worse and
Slavic.
different every time.
Do it.
Okay.
Incredible.
So who's leading?
I know the way.
I hope you know the way.
Probably.
Tank in front.
Okay.
Personally,
I'm
Mikhail.
from these lands,
Roll me survival with advantage.
Sure, I will do that.
Bring
Since this
me
is your
Advantage.
area, you know the area.
I know the area. I know
All
the
right,
area.
pretty good.
Wow.
So you begin to make your way. And you guys have left. It was probably about, I'd say probably about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock when you left.
Mhm.
I say that because I know that Chris is going to ask me, because of his feet. So I have to know exact times of things now.
Ah,
Yay!
shit. Oh, well, whatever.
I actually don't think I know the exact time.
I
I just
think
know
you do.
when-
You know the exact time.
You know the
Chris.
exact time, the exact directions, and anything that you've read or seen within the last month.
That's right. I
Indeed.
am really smart. Thank you.
Yep.
Zophie is. It's up on you still.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
So you guys begin to make your way. As you come across
minute.
the Luna River crossroads. As you begin to walk up, the road comes to an X intersection with branches to the northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast. You are on the northeasternmost point, or road. The lower half of a snapped signpost thrusts at an angle near the eastern part of the intersection. The top half of the sign, featuring arms pointing in the directions, lies nearby in the brush.
We see the sign.
I float the broken piece over to us.
Great. You have a broken piece of sign that has 4 locations written on it.
Does it say?
You have Krezg, Zolinka Pass, Lake Baratok, and Valaki. Sorry, I read that wrong. Krezg and Solinka Pass is on one. Lake Baratok is on another. Valaki and Ravenloft are on one. And Berez is on another.
Ravenloft, I wanna go. Right. Well, we have a map, so. Well, we do have a map, right?
You do have a map, yes. Ismark gave you one, if I remember correctly.
Mikhail,
Yes.
do you know what Argenvostolt is?
Do I know what Arkanvost told us?
Roll for that.
Yeah, that's what I figured. What am I
Actually,
rolling?
roll
That's
with disadvantage.
Ooh.
What
It's
am I
going to
rolling?
be history.
Great, I'm so smart.
But you
Oh,
are.
Double 14.
But you are.
All right.
You are aware that it's an old military fort. Outside of that, not much.
Some old fort.
Okay, alright, well, I was just curious. I saw it on the map. And really mouthful
Does
of name.
Perez ring a bell to me? Sorry.
Uh,
Off the
roll that.
signpost.
Just roll that straight history.
I went way off the board.
That -1 for 15. Pretty good.
You are aware that Berez is a drowned city.
Okay. Interesting.
And that you are advised not to go near it.
Okay.
As to why or what happened, you don't know.
Wanted to know.
Hmm.
But I'll make a note of that because it lines up with stuff.
Mm-hmm. So which route do you intend to take?
Mikael, I'll leave it up to you.
I would know this. I would presume that the straight west is the quickest route towards Kresknak going out towards
It's-
Lake Barentok? Or is it kind of
It's
the same?
kind of the same. Because of the windingness of the roadway there between the two patches of the forest, it's
Yeah.
kind of a 6 and 1/2 dozen the other situation. Neither one is faster or slower really than the other. It's just a matter of what do you want to see on this side of you.
Cool.
And what, are you planning to go to the lake, or are you planning to just cut straight through? So it's just kind of up to you which way you want to choose. And which way people take. People take both ways.
It's pretty much the same either way we go. It's really more like, do you want to stop by the lake or not?
Didn't one of the treasures have to deal with a lake?
I
Or
believe
one of the locations?
it was not a lake, but a drowned city.
Oh.
Oh, or it was about were you thinking of the den of wolves overlooking the mountain lake? Because yes, that
No.
is the mountain
Ah.
lake. So I would
Yes,
prefer not to go there right now, if we're being honest. But
I just vaguely remembered a lake.
Let's get to.
go to Kresk first.
That.
So then not the lake path, we could avoid it.
Prefer to go the southern road, the straight western.
Okay. So
Okay.
you're going to take that kind of southern road that loops up and then
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
twists and turns up to the other
One.
other dot there.
This.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So you guys begin to walk through, and you, on your right, you see the dense forests that you've been seeing all over the world as you're walking. On the right, you begin to see, big hills begin to give way toward mountains. As you begin to walk along, they're not as big as the mountains that are farther up north. But they are still a decent size of a mountain. And up top, you do catch a glimpse of the old fort. Rather high up in the mountains, and it has a very imposing presence to it. This fort, being high up in the mountains, overlooks the valley. You imagine it was a very good spot to have a vigilance out over across these this valley, this road.
Does it look like it's got activity, or is it kind of abandoned?
It's hard to tell from the distance that you guys are at. It's so far up into the mountain, but it is big enough that you can see the structure of it from here. But as far as seeing activity or things, it's high enough up there that you can't really pinpoint if there's activity or not.
So no smoke or anything.
Does it?
It doesn't appear that there's smoke.
I was more
Or
gonna
torches, because that'd be pretty visible from a far distance.
Does it
Not
look
that
like
you
it's
can see.
falling apart? Like, is there a chunk out of it randomly?
Roll me perception. That if you're looking specifically for things like that.
That nat 20, baby.
Hey yo,
Um,
to the
It
best
does-
of your ability.
it does look like it has taken a beating over time.
Okay,
It is
so
not
maybe not.
destroyed.
But not maintained necessarily.
Yes and no. So it looks
No-
like there was attempts to maintain it, but it looks like the weather has just worn it down considerably.
Sure. Okay.
But it doesn't look like it was just, it doesn't look like it's been abandoned for century upon century.
Sure. Okay.
But it looks like it's definitely suffered the same kind of wear and tear most of this world has so far.
yeah, everything here sucks.
You're not entirely wrong.
It is just really old.
No.
But yeah, it doesn't look
Really
like it's
updated.
it's completely gone to disarray, but it does not look
Yeah.
like it's kept upkeep.
Oh, like that old man I bumped into earlier.
Even the men here are old, see?
He wasn't well maintained either.
Well, damn.
Wow.
You didn't check to see his state of care. You just saw he was old.
You're right.
So you guys begin to walk through. I gotta remember my old flippin' thingy-mabobs. That's what that is. Okay. I had to remind myself of a location. I was like, aren't I near a location? No. For some reason, I also had in my head that it was somewhere in a place that it's not. So you guys begin to walk through, and you continue to walk along the road here, and as you get kind of past that, and you begin to the road begins to kind of snake toward the right, and you begin to cut through the forest on a trail that, while it's not overgrown, it's not hard to walk through. Mechanically, it's not hard to walk through. As a person, it would be hard to walk through. There's overgrowth and brush and vine. It doesn't look like it's super well maintained. You do see some wagon marks going through it, but it doesn't look like this is a super high travel area. And as you begin to get through and break out of the forest, you come out to another crossroads.
How
You see,
long does this take us?
so this here, it is now probably a good, actually, no, scratch that. I apologize.
Wow, I was about to say we
traveled a lot
sprinted.
compared to
Yeah, no,
previously.
I was not even thinking of that. I was going
I
through
was-
with just narrating story. That's what happens. Thank you very much.
I
We
was
were just
imagining we'd get
sprinting
to, like,
through, like
Yeah.
maybe like this area.
We stopped to look at the fort for
Yeah.
a little bit. and we
No,
walked
you
way
should
into
definitely
the
get to,
woods.
Ah.
Basically, you get to the little crossroad point there. Is where
Point
you
out
get
which
to.
spot you're talking about.
This one?
Yeah, that one
Ah,
right there.
Okay.
Okay.
That right there.
Okay.
Okay.
You get to about there, and by that point in time, it's getting dark. It's probably 7, 8 o'clock, so it's dark. By this point in time, the sun has gone down past the mountains, and the sky has begun to give way to a night sky, or what substitutes for a night sky in this world.
Are there stars or no?
This is
There's hint
Barovia.
of star.
There's stars.
There's hints of stars.
They exist.
But it's impossible to pick any specific things out. But you guys
Perhaps we should find a place to stop. Zila says this in character, of course.
Back home.
Suppose this time we find a place. I'll start looking around.
okay, roll me your survival with advantage.
Mm-mm.
Skills, where's the advanced button? There it is. Yup, survival.
Ayo.
Nice.
What is with all of these
Nice.
high rolls tonight for you guys?
Is anybody else? Is Joey quiet for anybody else, or is it just me?
What?
No, I believe he's
My
Is
quiet.
God.
Joey's voice
Oh.
quiet?
There we
Is
go.
this better?
That's
Oh, that's
better.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah.
I could hear you, but it was kinda like
Unidirectional
first.
microphone.
Yeah.
On a headset, no less.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's better now.
But you guys get to that point, and stop to make a break. Harrigan, you find a really good spot to be able to make camp that you feel is pretty decently out of the way. And we'll do well for the night.
Right, well, I think this will do for a location. Are we pulling watches throughout the night?
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright.
Is there anything anybody wants to do before they go to bed?
Yes.
Okay.
So, as they probably normally always do, Zila's sitting next to Zophie. And she goes, I really didn't mean to worry you this morning. I left you that
It's
note and
fine.
my
shouldn't-
stuff to let you know that I didn't run off or anything like that.
No, I shouldn't treat it like you're some. No, you're perfectly capable on your own. I'm not used to it. You don't wander.
As you're saying
Often.
this, she's fishing around in her bag. So what I ended up doing as well on my walk, and she pulls out 2 books. The first one she hands to you and says, the other night you seemed distracted by something, and I didn't want to push you on what it could possibly be. But you seemed upset that you didn't have a journal as well to write in, like Irina and myself. So I thought perhaps you would like something to write in. She hands you a journal. And then the second thing she hands you is a different book. This... Maybe I'm...
What color's the journal?
Pick your color. It's a generic journal. I think it was red that we decided on as well. It was like a royal red kind of picture, Sean, I gave you.
I thought that
Or
was
was
for
that
the
for the
other
other
one.
one? That's for the other one, yeah. The journal, pick your own color.
Can I do this?
Okay.
Did that actually roll a 7, or did
Yes.
that just?
Yeah,
Okay,
it rolled a 7.
Yeah, I rolled 7.
Yeah.
So it was
It's
a...
violet.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I just did Roy G. Biv.
Yeah.
So she hands you a violet journal. And then the second book, it's almost like a royal red. It's not in the best of conditions, but it's it's good enough. It's one of those that's like, it's seen, people have handled it before, basically. I would imagine that's how this one looks. And she goes, maybe I'm still learning more about you. And the first day we entered Valaki, you were very upset about the rhyming of the poster. And then just last night, you were trying to outperform a bard with poetry. So I thought maybe you like poetry books. And then she hands you a poetry book.
There is a picture of that if you look in your inventory.
Yes.
can't spell.
We have been traveling for a while. Huh? What's that, Chris?
Where do I find the
So it's
picture
under poetry book.
inventory? Right. Item. App. No. Where?
It's under
Where do I go?
equipment in your inventory.
Are we good?
You said there's a picture.
Yeah, click poetry book
It
to bring up the description of it.
don't see poetry book in my inventory.
It's
That's
right
the
above
problem.
poison dart.
On mine, I see original invite letter, poison dart, and then it goes to rations.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Da 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 ba da da. There you go. Moving on.
We'll figure that out later. Let me look.
I
My
have
phone, my voice.
2 Zophies.
Oh.
Nice.
Why are there two?
Both are owned by Tinkanos.
Cool. Love it. Anyways, I see the book.
Yeah, he has the book now. This is why I have my
Later.
backup. This is why I have my
Later.
backup.
Moving on.
Anyway.
Fix it in post.
Hey,
So-
weird.
She's kind of like fumbling over words. We've been traveling for a while, and I'm not great at expressing anything. But I want to show some form that I do appreciate, and I'm here for you, and I'm as concerned about you as you are of me, and I don't know what else
It's Thank you. I did I? And well, more so because I hated him. Really. But thank you. Maybe next time I'll have a better comeback if we ever meet. When we
course.
see him.
Of course, if you don't like poetry either, I mean, we could probably find something else to do.
No. It's not that. I don't like poetry. I just I don't know. I just was expecting. It wasn't expecting that you went out to buy me something. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I try not to hide much from you. I try not to. So.
Kind of side glance at your bag that has the black book.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
That was really loud, sorry.
Not for me.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything.
Oh, was it not for you guys?
Nope.
Sweet.
No, okay.
Whoa, okay. Was that the rainbow dice coming out?
No, that was my D30 dice.
Oh my god, okay. Anyways.
For a personal decision.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'll start. Who's the author of this book?
We came up with a name the
dude.
other day that was really good.
I
As
don't
long as you tell
remember.
me it's not Rictavio.
It is not
It's not
Rictavio.
Rictavio.
Great.
That would have been funny, but no.
I think Zila would be.
I don't think
Smart
Zila would have bought a
enough.
book from Rictavio,
No,
let's be
I
honest.
would. Zila would not have bought a book from
I
Rictavio.
just-
God no.
Now,
Just
Mira
need to
trying to
make
get
sure.
Chris, absolutely.
I
Well,
absolutely would, but Zila wouldn't. She hates
Yeah.
Rictavio almost as much as Zophie does.
Yeah, great.
Although Octavio, it's so sad.
Journal. I've never journaled.
Well, if it helps, I just write what's ever on my mind or whatever happened during the day, thoughts that I might have or important events. You know, it helps entertain, I guess, or helps make sense of things sometimes too.
Right. Okay. You didn't happen to buy a quill, did you?
I did mention that when she was going to get the journal, she would want to get a quill
Yeah,
for
she would. He
Yeah.
wouldn't. He would give you this stuff if you had asked for it. That would have been part of the price.
Yeah. So
Inking
you
quill.
have that.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Now, if only there was a quill that wrote for you. Well, thanks. And, yeah.
I really am
Yeah.
sorry for worrying you.
No, it's like I said, you're fine. You're fine. It's just, I don't know, place, and you've been attached lately. Not that that's a bad thing. Just you've been very attached and haven't really left my side in our travel, except when you were stealing things. So you're better. You're better. You paid for this, I hope.
I did pay for this.
Chris-
And about
Chris-
the stealing thing, you
Hold
know,
on.
I only took as I needed, right?
Chris knows, but hold on. Okay. Continue.
She told you. You
Yes,
know,
I know. Chris knows, but
No, she tells Zophie this. This is in character.
I know it is. I know you were telling me, but I was making sure. Continue.
I only took what I needed to in the past, and since I met you, I haven't ever needed to, so
Well, I'm not that special.
you're special to me.
Oh.
I'm sitting here like,
As much as a slime can blush,
You turn bright purple.
exactly right.
yeah, I suppose. Let's see.
How would
I'm-
that look?
I'm green and blue. You're blue and green.
Yes.
So I imagine I get like a
You get like
purplish blue around my cheeks.
yes, yes.
Okay, slight question. Since naturally speaking, you wouldn't have cheeks to do that. You would just be
Who
a
cares?
blob.
We're magical
We're
fucking
making it
monsters.
Could you not
happen,
just? I
alright?
think it'd be funnier if you just turn completely purple. It'd be funnier.
You know what? Actually, Chris, that is a great idea.
I'm here for it.
I'm not, because that's in my head. That's not. You can't just change your color. You can change your shape and.
But then, how
size
are
to
you
an
changing the color of
extent.
your cheeks?
Because the equivalent of blood is rushing to my cheeks.
We'll just think about like the density of the
I
slime
just-
would get increased because of the blushing, so that it would make whatever color more pronounced.
Yes.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
why
I'm-
I'm saying the color of myself that is not prevalent. I'm green with blue highlights.
So
the
your
blue-
quote unquote blush would be it would be like more of a blue,
Correct.
and for me it would be more of a green.
Correct.
Okay.
But to make it sound
Oh,
blush
God.
like, I'm adding purple because fuck you. But
So if
I
Zila starts blushing, she's just gonna look like she's about to puke.
Yeah, right.
Why?
You turn
It's
It's more
green.
green.
Get all green in the face.
Not all green. It's gonna be like little highlights on the cheeks,
Yeah.
you know.
yeah. Thanks.
right.
If I see the books being exchanged, I go, oh, that reminds me, I have a book in my pocket, and I'll pull out the yellow spell book to look at it more closely.
That's not like me and Dee had a discussion about our
No,
notes
not
the other
at
day.
all.
Nope.
It reminded me that I had a book in my pocket from your guys' books. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Well,
yeah, you
before
can
we,
you can read through the spell book if you choose.
Yeah.
Why do you have just a random extra thing in your inventory?
I don't know what I clicked. My bad.
I don't. It's fine. I just like I didn't know if there was a reason it was there, and I just didn't know.
No, I have no idea.
Okay. Well, it's not there now. Okay.
Okay.
So you can flip through the book, and you will see, some various spells, throughout the book, that you were able to. Now correct me if I'm wrong. Can Red Mage
I don't
use
know. It's up to
spells
you.
from a book? I don't
Not that I know
remember,
of.
but we're gonna say sure. Why not?
I don't think it mentions it in the backstory. So, Bob, I mean,
you want to make that decision, DM. You might want to read the
Mage.
character so you don't break it.
Well, I can tell you that
From
I
DM
think
to DM.
I'm aware, but I honestly think that only one of these is spells she doesn't already have.
you're right.
'Cause are you a spontaneous or a prepared caster?
Spontaneous.
She's spontaneous.
Okay, so it would make a big difference for you.
Yes. Yeah, but okay. So here's the spells that you will find in the book. You find Disguise Self, Identify, Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Protection from Good and Evil, Dark Vision, Old Person, and Invis.
All right.
Those are the spells that you find in the book. I believe that you technically already get Disguise Self. I believe, well, as an optional spell for you.
I mean, it's not something that I have right now, but I
No,
could
but I'm
probably
just
learn it
saying,
eventually.
in general, I believe you get that.
Yeah.
I know you get Identify.
Yes, I got. No,
I'm fairly certain.
I
Red
don't get
Mage gets
identify at baseline. No,
Really?
nope.
That's
Level
weird.
1 spell does not.
I know you don't get Mage Armor.
I do. It's on my list.
Oh, okay.
Magic missile is on my list.
Magic Missile I know is on your list.
Yeah.
Protection from Evil and Good I don't think is on your list.
No, it's not.
Dark Vision I don't think is on your list.
It's not relevant. I already have dark vision. So
Yeah. Hold Person I do not know. I don't think so. And Invisibility I believe is on your list.
Not that I see level 1 spell still, because
Invisibility is a
Second
level 2.
spell.
nope, not on my list.
Okay. So if it's on your list, you would be able to cast it. You can't cast everything.
Sweet.
But the ones that are on your list, you would be able to cast. Expending spell slot as normal.
Correct.
But you would have to you would have to be able to access the spell book to cast the spell. So
Mhm.
that is the caveat.
Okay.
So if you've got stuff in your hands, you aren't going to be able to identify it if you're holding a giant thing. As you can set it down and then do it, but semantics. Literally.
Is this an attunement thing that I have to do, or is this just like, do I
no,
have
this
it?
is just a spell book
What
as if it was
if?
a spell book.
What
What's it?
if the Darosta is holding something large and she asks one of the two slimes to hover the page open to identify?
But again, I can't do identify because it's not on my list in the first
It's not on
place.
her
I
list.
know, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
In theory, that would work.
Yes,
Theoretically, yes.
because like if I have it open in
Excellent.
front of me, I can still read it and have my hands free. So
Okay.
Yes.
yeah, that's
Great.
yeah.
Wonderful.
I just had to ask that question.
Yes. Theoretically, that's what would work because she could read the incantation. But yeah, so those that are on your list, you can cast. If they're not on your list, you can't cast it.
Great. All right. Well, it gives me some more options at least. So.
But okay, so yeah, so that's what you find in there. You're also free, I believe. You can also share. You can share that to Harrigan. Same rule would apply for
There's
Harrigan.
some good stuff in this book if you guys want to look at
Spell
it.
you can cast. You can use the book to cast it, expending a slot as normal. If you cannot cast the spell, if you do not have access to that spell, you cannot cast the spell. But if you have access to that spell, you can cast it.
So, noob question.
Yes.
What is the purpose of a spell book then?
So spell books are really, because wizards can learn like every spell almost.
Wizards have more
if you're
utility
not a
from it.
wizard.
If you're not a
So-
wizard, they're not super helpful.
Correct.
Okay.
Um,
All right, that's what I
Like-
was getting the sense of.
it
I
was so the spell book is a base reward from the game because there
Okay.
could be a wizard. There's also some alternate classes and some homebrew classes that use spell books. Ayaki, for instance, can use a spell book. And I can learn spells from a spell book instead of taking spells from my class. So there is a use for them if you're not just a wizard, but they're really like wizards love spell books because it gives them way more spells than they would normally be able to access at any given
Gotcha.
point.
Gotcha. Okay, that's all I wanted
Wizards
to know.
don't get a ton of spells naturally.
No,
They
they have
do
to
spell
find
books.
them and research them.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I had to ask.
Wizard
because
spell list is huge,
noob
and they
tried to
get like
understand.
3 that they actually learn, and the rest they have to find.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know that.
Depends
It's
on
just
level.
it was
It
more
does,
so like
but-
in
Yeah,
the
but it's still
terms
not-
of
As a general
other
rule of thumb.
places.
No,
Like,
you're totally valid question. Completely
so,
valid.
Anyways, I'm good.
A
So I'm good
wizard-
now.
A wizard wants to be able to cast every first level spell they can.
Very much
Makes
They
so.
want to be able to
Every
go.
spell.
Here's my list of 20 spells. What am I casting?
Yeah, it's like I have spell for every purpose. What are we doing?
That's all a wizard wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, very different from a prepared caster like a druid or a cleric.
Gotcha.
Oh, and
You
also
just-
vastly
I
different from a spontaneous or standard
Yeah.
spontaneous caster like a sorcerer.
Yep, I understand.
So
Yeah.
wizards are a class of their own.
Yes.
Yeah, they're like a prepared,
Literally.
but not really.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Great. Awesome.
So yeah, so anything anybody else wants to do before we start watches?
Well, I'll tell Drosta. I don't think I'll have any use for it, but I really appreciate the offer.
Yeah.
That said, here I made a couple castings of good betties. Here, take 4.
Oh. All right.
And
The
with
24-hour
that, I'll
Goodberry.
walk around.
I
Yup.
think I have like
yup.
5 of those now, right? Probably. So.
They go
Well,
away
they-
after
they
24
go away
hours.
After 24
All right,
hours.
I have 4 now.
Yep.
So by casting them tonight, they're good till the next night.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
It's a cheap way to use
So-
up your spell slots and still get use out of them.
Exactly.
Here I take my daily berry.
Yeah, Zila-
Daily berry.
Zila grabs hers and nods and smiles.
Yep. Take. You can take 4,
Okay.
and
Nice.
everyone else will grab 3 of them.
Do you have them for Irina as well?
Irina,
Okay.
yes, including Irina.
I just want to make sure because I gotta keep track of her inventory.
Not having to worry about food is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a great thing that you guys got there with the druid with Goodberry.
Yeah,
Amazing.
Takes away
That's
from
what-
a survival
hunting or
mechanics that
anything
I had
good.
put in place, and I was like, "Hey, these are gonna be." Oh no, we don't
Yeah.
need those.
No.
We
That's
got a
cool.
druid.
That's
when
cool.
you asked if we needed anything, I'm like, well, we don't really need rations.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep. Just completely bypassed the entire mechanic.
Just don't
Which is
die.
fine. I have no problem with it. I think it's great. But I'm just like, you just completely bypassed my mechanic.
Yup. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
don't
DM.
apologize. It's great. I love it. I love it and hate it both. It's just
Mhm.
what it is.
And I also provide the party bonuses to staying hidden and such throughout the night. It's great. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have that.
Speaking of which,
That's your ability. So,
Mm-hmm.
who's taking first watch?
I will with Zila. If
Okay.
that's fine.
Sure.
Roll perceptions with advantage because of Harrigan's ability.
Do you want to roll the perception with advantage?
You can
or
both
should
roll
I?
technically
both
because it's not
rolling
going
with
to give you.
advantage. Oh,
You both have
excellent.
advantage because of Harrigan's ability. He has the ability that he gives you advantage on perception for things because of his ability. Okay. With that 20, even with the 14, but especially with the 20, you do not notice anything out of the ordinary. You notice the crow is sitting in the trees.
Crow?
Raven, sorry, Raven. Thank you. I said the wrong bird.
Hmm.
I did actually mean Raven. I did not misspeak. I just forgot what bird it was.
Do you say anything?
Wait, what?
you
You
notice
said-
you notice the
You
Raven.
notice it? Do you say anything?
Do I say anything?
It's just up there in the trees.
I would say... How... You've been traveling around longer than I have. How often is it that a raven follows us from town to town?
Are you talking about before we came here?
Well, before
we came
Barovia,
to Barovia. Never.
never. And yet, we seem to always be pursued by this one particular raven that is currently sitting up in that tree.
Yes, it's. Should I blast it?
I don't know. It The last time that happened, Harrigan lost his owl.
Well, that's because he had his owl chase it.
Yes. But it's not exactly doing anything to us. It's obviously watching, but
Yeah, I just.
is it acting like a raven? Just like
Mhm.
just acting like a normal
Yeah,
bird?
it's just acting like a bird, just following you place to place and flying and acting like a bird. It's for all
Sus.
intents and purposes, it's exactly like a bird.
Both me and the
That's what
player.
it is.
Both Zila and the player are going sus.
That's
Um,
up to you guys what you think of it. But
Are
there
you-
is no distinguishing qualities between this bird and any other raven that you're aware of.
Yeah, but we keep getting followed, so. What were you gonna say, Sheila?
What would Zila do versus what the player wants to do? What would Zila do versus what the player wants to do?
I just kind of looking up at it. I just, I wish that it would just whoever's behind this not normal raven because it didn't die to a blast. Whoever or whatever it is can grow a pair and talk. Hiding
think-
behind a stupid raven.
Yesterday, when Harrigan ran at I'm assuming it's the same raven. I don't know. He ran, yelled for help, and then when we came back, everything was dealt with. I'm not saying it's the same. I'm just saying the coincidence is there.
Yes, whoever or whatever it is wants to keep an eye on us for some reason.
We'll let the next watch know about it.
Yeah, feels like we don't really have a choice.
Is it Arcana to know what other things people can do, like say a druid?
I feel like that. Yeah, because that would technically be. Yeah.
Hey,
Ayo.
look at that.
You know exactly what I can do. You know. And you
All
already
about
Player
know
them
what I
and
do.
Zila, the player and Zila know exactly what Harrigan can do.
Yeah, so you'd be
Um,
aware of
Speak with
capabilities of.
animals.
Yep.
You'd be aware of speak with
trust me.
animals. You'd be aware of polymorph, wild shape.
Yeah.
I would know
You're
about
aware of what
plane
they
shift.
do. You don't know how they work, but you're aware of what they do.
Okay.
Which
So-
means you would also be aware that when something wild shapes into something, it becomes as strong as it typically.
Yes.
Which means the fact that my blast didn't eviscerate a bird.
Yes. Means it's something stronger than that. But what I was trying to get towards is the fact that Harrigan can speak with animals.
Yeah, while y'all were having that whole conversation, I was going through my prep list, just being like, alright, I don't think I need detect magic today. Speak with animals. I already
Well,
Magic,
Yup.
nah. Animals.
Yeah. Yup.
see, yeah. Anyways, going back to the topic, perhaps we can ask our druid friend here to, chance speak to it. Maybe we can get some information.
Sure. I have my own hunch that it's someone else.
It could be someone else. I did notice what had happened when you shot it. But seeing as it's acting like a bird, and it's going to continue to act like it, then there's only so much that we can do to find out one way or another. Perhaps it can
Yeah.
only speak as a raven can. Who knows?
It's annoying. Alright, well. I'm good then.
I'm good.
Okay. Go ahead. Who is the next to watch?
Take a watch.
I'll take it.
Okay, Zila passes on the information and hints very strongly towards Harrigan about the speak with animals thing.
Yes, I'll get around to that. I've got a couple other ideas also. Just backups, you know?
Okay.
Thank you. And then she goes to sleep, and Chris stood up and walked away, and I'm guessing he's doing something, so.
I think he was going to the restroom
Yeah.
or drink. Excuse me. I believe he was getting a drink. But anyway, the next watch.
Next one.
You guys will roll base because neither of you have dark vision.
I am listening.
Okay, you can roll with advantage for listening. Ergen will roll it flat instead of at disadvantage.
I also have a workaround. I want to.
It did not
summon a
matter.
But
familiar-
yes, bathroom man drinks.
Do you have
It's
a
it
usage of it
uses
still?
The wild shape. Yep. I haven't
Okay.
used
Nope.
wild
I
shape at
just
all
double.
yesterday.
Okay. I'm just double checking. That's all I gotta do.
Fine.
Okay, that's fine. Let's just go ahead and take a quick bio break.
Okay.
Because Mira went and I also need to use the restroom, so we'll just take a quick bio break.
That seems like it makes sense.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I add.
I haven't
say
rolled
anything
my
was
perception.
attacking. Yes, roll your perception.
I know. I'm just,
Right.
I'm joking.
So my owl will
7.
do the perception for me. Dark vision 120 feet.
Okay.
I need to press the advantage button first. Thank you. Perception. Yeet.
Nothing that
What about our
comes off
perception?
that you notice. You notice the raven. It was pointed out to you, but other than that, you don't notice anything.
Alright.
Just
Did you get the owl back while I was like away?
yeah, he used the wild shape part of what he has the alternate familiar rule, which allows him to use wild shape, and he gets it for an hour.
Ah,
I
okay.
think the duration increases as I level up, but I don't remember.
I do not remember.
It's half of your druid level. That's how long it lasts. I'm fairly certain.
His druid level
Alright.
is 3 right now,
And
so
It would only be an hour.
yeah.
After a number of hours equal to half your druid level.
Yes,
Ta-da!
it'd be an hour right now. For those things, it's a half round down.
See, Chris, I study my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So- Yeah. So for an hour of that, you'll have the owl there, but the only thing you notice is the raven.
So my question, DM. I only slept for a little while, but can I make the preparations and do all of my...
Unfortunately,
My,
that's not quite how it, because technically the long
yeah,
rest
I
is
did
still
think
part of the
so.
previous day.
Yeah.
Because that's why, like, if you don't get a full long rest when an attack happens, you still have all the spell slots you had from the previous day. So, unfortunately,
yeah, I kinda
no.
figured.
Good thought,
All right.
but unfortunately, no.
Well... Shoot.
Oh.
If there's nothing you guys are going to talk to or talk about or do anything, you don't have to. We can move to the next watch. Otherwise, if there's something you guys want to discuss or do, you're welcome to do it.
There is something I'd like to discuss with
I don't
McGay.
know what
Okay.
Then fantasy.
Okay.
Huh,
What
I see.
in the hell?
Zophie is speaking in tongues in her sleep.
So I'm gonna guess nobody else can read that
No.
No.
except for the
It looks
DM.
like
So, fun
Wild
fact.
It looks like symbols without any kind of
Yeah.
logical
Yeah.
sequence.
So, interesting fact about that. When you typed it, I couldn't see it. I had to click and drag it and drop it back into my chat box, and now I can see it.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. Okay, that time it populated the translation. So it pops up translation. How about this? And
For
then it shows me the
those-
original.
For those who can read Dwarven and Undercommon. Interesting.
Nope.
I
How do
was
you
curious
do
how
that?
that worked.
Yeah, so
Well,
it's
Just do I know.
So,
Above.
Chris, I sent you a picture of what it looks like on our end if we don't speak it.
Oh, I can see it too. I just also have the translation.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
So above the text box to type in, there's a smaller box on the right.
Yep.
You can click that to type in common or whatever languages you know. And it
fun.
appears they have a font for every language.
That's fun.
That's fun.
interesting.
So how do I do that? Oh, I see.
Look at me.
That is one of the prettiest fonts.
Fun.
I know, right? Isn't it so pretty?
Ooh, what is this one?
Mikhail speaking in wingdings.
Sorry,
Is it
no,
windy?
Wait, I know what
That's
I know
Druidic.
what Mikhail said.
I spoke in
Wait.
Klingon.
Wait, Drosta and Zila have something in common?
Druidic
You don't know.
Interesting.
Druidic is wingding.
Wait.
Yes,
wait,
true.
half
Druidic is wingdings.
Why I can't talk in Druidic.
Oh, is it not on your
You should be able to talk in Druidic. You're a druid.
Yeah, I know. And it's in
That's
my
like just the thing, you know, right? Yeah.
Oh,
I also have
thought-
thieves can't, but
yeah.
that's not showing up either.
So it
Same,
only
but not-
shows up the basic languages.
Mm,
It doesn't have
Druidic
secret
isn't the
languages.
basic language.
Druidic and Thieves' Cants are considered
Ah.
secret languages.
You're right. You're right.
Mm,
It's the same with the hook horrors knocking. that they do is also considered the
Gotcha.
secret language.
Mhm.
Oh, so that's what that one is, GM. Oh wait, no, that's different. Never mind.
No, the one I put is primordial.
Oh, I'm not
Oh.
saying what the ones I'm doing.
To me, it just looks like Klingon.
All
But that's
I
'cause
know
I'm
is
a nerd.
that Derosa
yeah.
and Zila have one language in common, which
Perhaps.
this
Yes.
is not how we were supposed to find out what people could speak, but it's just fun
Yeah.
to type in and
Hey,
see
we
what
have that in
everyone's
fun.
saying.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
more for like. It doesn't really do much in our campaign, but if you were doing like a homebrew campaign, you had like a letter, you could type
Yeah.
out the letter and hit enter, and
That's really
see
fun.
who can read it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Huh.
Or somebody speaks in a language that nobody understands, you could type it out, and then it would
Mhm.
just. This is what it looks like, but here's what it's being said.
I'm blanking on what it's actually called. D can correct me. One of those looks like it's written in Oblivion. Daedric?
Daedric.
It would be Daedric if that's what you're talking about, like Skyrim languages.
Okay,
Yeah.
I believe the one that looks closest to that is probably. Let's see. Probably
It's hard to
Infernal.
say. I would say probably.
Infernal,
Yeah.
I think, looks the most Daedric, which makes sense.
I don't play Skyrim, so this mean nothing.
This
to
means
me.
nothing.
This means nothing to me.
nothing.
Celestial
Not
looks a lot.
really though.
Celestial is so pretty.
Celestial looks like Elvish from Lord of the
Yes.
Rings.
Makes sense.
I'm
That's
just-
neat that
Is that
they
the
took
one
time to do
that
that.
Infernal
the
doesn't look like Daedric,
spoken
but it's the
last?
closest to Daedric. I don't think any of them look. None of them super look. Let me see about this one.
I'm sorry, I took us way
That
off
doesn't
the
have
rails.
any
Yeah,
translation.
just
Interesting.
A little bit.
What were you going to say, Harrison?
Ah, well, I wanted to run an idea by you. I know we're a little strapped for cash. We haven't exactly gotten paid for any of our going-ons.
A little
Do
bit
you
of money.
Do you think that that giant stronghold over there would have any riches?
Oh boy. Possibly. Although it's one of those places that you're told not to go. So I've never been. But they kind of, when you're a kid around here, they tell you not to go anywhere. You
I
know,
could understand why.
everything is sort of dangerous. So, kind of warned away from
Yes.
everything.
Here's what I was thinking. Once we wake up the next watch, we can summon my familiar back. And I was thinking about sending it over to investigate. That way in the morning I can ask it what it saw.
Be worth doing. It's just a familiar, it's not like it's you. If something bad happens, you know. Too
Yeah,
bad, but not the end of everything.
I prefer not to have my familiar get hurt.
I mean, of
Still-
course, I'm just saying it's different than, like, you going to investigate, which I would probably say, don't do that.
Yes. I wouldn't run off alone to investigate something as large and terrifying as that.
Sort of asking for trouble.
Hmm.
I don't know. The familiar, that could be something. I'm not really sure what's up there.
Once we wake up the next group, I'll send my familiar off. See
See
what
what
we see.
happens. Yeah. Ooh, exciting.
Just out of curiosity, DM, with the fly speed of 60 feet, we're over in this area. Is it possible my owl can even get there in an hour?
No.
No?
No.
Shit.
You're too far.
How close can it get?
Also have to consider double moving, so 120.
Yeah.
Oh,
It could probably
120,
get to
that's
like
fair.
there, maybe.
Well, how far
How far
away is
away?
it exactly?
From here, if you're going, you can't really make the straight line because it's mountains.
Well, but it's flying.
Oh, it
Oh.
can fly
They
up.
could
Oh,
We're
fly
my
looking
God.
at
It'd have to fly. Well, that's the
120.
thing. It has to fly up and over the mountain and come back down to where it's at.
But we're also talking 120 feet per 6 seconds.
I realize that. That means it can go a maximum of 1,200 feet.
Yes, is that no? Okay.
No.
Alright.
It is a good half mile plus to the mountain. Or to the thing. It's a good probably 500 or 600 feet from directly straight below it to there.
Okay.
But from where you guys are at, it's easily a good, probably over almost a mile or so, probably.
Okay.
So not quite.
Okay.
Damn. This math.
Sorry to get mathematical. It was just
No, I understand.
No, you're fine. I definitely didn't Google how many feet are in a mile to see if he made a mistake.
5,280 feet in 1 mile.
Correct.
Ayo, he's prepared.
There's 1,280 yards in a mile.
Okay, by my math,
Those are just memorized numbers.
with 60 minutes and 60 seconds and all of that, and doing all the math, breaking it down, the owl should be able to fly a maximum of 72,000 feet an hour.
Hold on, let me do the math real quick. 10, 60. You
What you
actually,
mean?
yes, you would be correct. Because it would
Ayo.
be 1,200 feet in a minute. That's a freaking fast owl.
Yes, it is.
He got
Which
the zooms.
means you would have about a little bit less than a fourth of its time left. So it would have
Actually,
like
look around.
it would have like 10 to 15 minutes.
To just loiter around and see what it sees, yeah.
And then you'd have
Bear
to
in mind
wait.
how far your telepathic connection with it goes.
Oh no,
Oh,
he'd
no,
have
no,
to.
no, 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 I'm not going to be able to telepathically
He's sending it
communicate
over, and then once it comes back, he's going to.
He's
It-
gonna have to resummon it and then talk to it.
If
Yeah,
it
yeah,
does.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Wait, that's an interesting thought.
Is it the same bird?
Do familiars, when cast that way, carry over memories?
The only way to
It
find
would
out.
suck if they didn't.
Yeah, that I feel like that. Yeah, it might. Yeah.
That I don't know.
This is a good way of testing, I guess.
Make an arc.
Yeah.
Well, not my choice.
Yeah.
I mean, you're welcome to make an Arcana check, but
Sorry, I just.
no, I know.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I'll go ahead. Can I give myself guidance here?
Technically, yes.
See it? Oh, it flew off the table. That was a nat 20, by the way. I'm
That's
Oh.
unfortunate.
And they're tonight. 14.
It's not bad.
17. They retain their memories, at least to an extent. They don't. So their memory is not infinite, but they do remember, within the last like 2 or 3 days of being summoned. So you couldn't summon it and send it, 4 days of travel and expect to be able to summon it back and have it remember everything it ran across. But because there is limitations, it's a familiar, but it's not a true familiar, so it doesn't quite work the same way. I appreciate that, D.
Yeah.
Well, with that in mind, that'll be my plan.
Okay.
Anything you wanted to do, Mikael?
Nope.
So you're gonna send it up there to scope around?
Yep. Once our shift is ended, I'll have to summon it back, I assume, because it only lasts an hour. So
Correct.
I'll summon it again and give it the directions. Go investigate that castle. The things you're looking for are creatures that are living there and possible treasures.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me perception checks.
On
You're gonna roll
myself or the
me
owl?
on the owl.
Okay.
You're gonna roll me 2 perception checks.
Okay. Does this rely on hearing or sight?
It would be. It would fall under sight.
Gee, is
I do
perception
get
here and
advantage.
Hey, you gotta ask.
Yeah, I gotta ask. So
Okay,
that's
there's
the
one.
first one. And the second one. That wasn't at advantage. Hold on.
Yep,
I'm just gonna roll again.
Okay, I'll take the higher.
Well,
That's not
11 and
great.
15. And now roll me a d20.
Yeet. Shit.
So your owl flies up there, and I'll let you know what you find out the next time you summon him.
Okay. Sweet. I
Okay,
cocked the
next
fuck up.
watch. I'm assuming it's Throsta and by herself with Irina.
I mean, I can go either way. Irene can come if she wants to watch for the.
It's entirely your guys'
A
choice
watch?
if you ask her to help with the watch. She has no problem with it, but you have to ask her to help with it.
Yeah, I'll ask her for tonight.
Okay.
Before I go to bed, I would let the next party know that the is it crow or raven? I've already forgotten.
Raven. That's what I did the same thing earlier. It's a raven.
This is what happens
Let
when you
another
get your
raven
birds mixed
there,
up.
You know?
Yes,
Well-
I'm aware ravens are different. Same family, different bird.
Species versus genus. Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. Raven is there. Okay. Yeah. So I'll ask Irina to come with and watch.
Okay.
I can see in the dark, so
And she cannot. She's human.
well, that's her problem. Is this just a regular roll or an
For
advantage
you, it'd be
roll,
with
or-
advantage because of
Alright.
Harrigan's ability.
Dark vision.
Yes,
Mhm.
and you have dark vision.
Fucking
Well,
hell.
that's that.
Okay. You, neither one of you see anything other than the raven. That was pointed out to you. Even then, it's kind of hard to see it. It blends in really well.
I mean, they said the raven was there, but I really can't see the raven, to be honest. But I believe them.
Like, it's one of those things where, like, you look up there and you're like, I think that's it right there.
Is the raven over there now, or is it over there now?
Yeah, like, I know it's there somewhere.
Somewhere
I
there's a
can't
raven
quite see
watching
it.
us.
Irina's like, it's dark. I don't see anything. I don't know how they see it. But Blackbird, how do you see that in the dark?
What
Anyway.
else?
vision, baby.
Sophie says in her sleep.
Hyper speaking in tongues.
Oh my lord.
Anyways.
Okay.
I will talk to Irina for a little bit while we're watching.
Okay. Go ahead.
So, are you worried at all about going to this abbey? Are you concerned? Do you still want to go to the abbey? Because we can go somewhere else if you don't want to go there.
To be honest, I don't really know. Do I still want to go? Yes. But am I so sure about it? No. Does that make sense? I don't.
suppose.
I want to go for the sake of the adventure. And I know that Ismark will ask you if you took me there, and so I have to say yes, because when I was there, I don't have to stay there.
I mean, I guess it's just up to you. You could keep staying with us if you'd wanted to, or go somewhere else.
I mean, it's much more entertaining. I will tell you that much. It's way
we are
better
an
than sitting
interesting
at home.
bunch. Yeah.
Yes. I think I've been in more trouble with people with you than I ever have in my life. Which is kind of fun, actually, and I don't know what that says.
I don't know about the rest of them, but I mean, it's just here. I don't know how suddenly being in this land causes us to get trouble attracted to us.
If I knew, I could help you, but I do not know. And no, I don't know in any capacity. Does that make sense?
Maybe.
Like, I don't know, but also, I don't know. I still don't
No,
figure
I
out
don't
how
know.
it works that I'm two people. I don't know how that works.
Do you feel like you're two people?
No, I just feel like myself. But sometimes you get like deja vu where you feel like you think you know something, but you don't know why you know it.
I mean, a little bit.
Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Yeah, I get it. It's like that. I feel like I know things, but I don't know why I know things. But I don't know that thing.
I wonder
It
if
is as
something we
confusing
could-
as for you as it is for me. Trust me.
Honestly, yes, it is. I feel like, at the very least, maybe somebody powerful at the Abbey could take a look and maybe see if anything is
Possible. The Archbishop
like
is
going
said to
on.
be the most powerful of the three.
I did want Zolfi to get looked at too because I'm very concerned about fermentation. Like Zolfi with this Strahd being hot and stuff. I do not know about that, but
That is
I am
very
super
concerning.
concerned.
I will
So-
agree that it is a very concerning thing.
So maybe we could get both you and Zolfi looked at by this high priest.
The question
Such
is, which one
archbishop
is the
person.
most important?
I mean,
I struggle to figure out which one some days.
you are the priority. We are here to help you. So,
That is true.
but
I do
am
appreciate
curious
this,
about
by the way.
Sophie's brain. So, oh good. I'm glad that we are at least entertaining. Helpful, not so sure.
That depends on the day. Some days
We
better
try
than
to help.
others.
Yeah.
But I think that it just comes with the territory. Any adventurers I have seen, well, the others that I have seen, which are only a few or more, it's confusing. They are all equally interesting bunches sometimes. And they are about equally as functional sometimes too.
Well, I guess that is.
So I don't know
Comforting.
what that says. I am really bad at this, aren't I?
Well, you haven't been on adventures before, have you? So, at least not in
No,
this
no,
recent
that
time
is
period.
true. I don't think I was on any time period. Not that I know of. Maybe. Not that I know of, though. Anyway, it is still hard to wrap my brain around it. It doesn't make sense. You
Not
ever
sure
had
what it's
that?
going to.
It is a weird feeling. I do not recommend.
But no, I cannot say I do not have things I do not remember. It is pretty much all there in my head.
Interesting. I have this journal that I write all my stuff in. But it's like I will start writing, and then I'll have an idea, and then I write something different, and then I go back to what I was writing. It's very disjointed. It's someday I should sit down and actually clean it up. It is a strange feeling.
Well, I mean, plenty of time on the road when we're just relaxing here and there.
This is true. This is true. That might be a good time to do that. Anyway. Is there anything else you'd wish to know?
Unless you wanted to talk more about the visions, which I'm not going to push, but we're always here to talk if you wanted to.
I still do not quite understand them myself. They are strange. I have visions of a very long time ago, but it also feels like it was just yesterday. The world was not quite as bleak, that is a very strange feeling, because the world has always looked like this. I have memories of it not.
That is interesting.
And I do not know why. It is like when I see these, it is as if I am watching something play out, but I'm not actually there. It is a very strange feeling.
Yeah, weird.
But other than that, I do not. I have vague pictures of people and places. But I have not figured out who they are. And I do not see faces or anything of the people. I see a person and I go, I know that person. Why do I know that person? Who is that person? I don't know. But I know them. It's just strange.
Very.
I wish I could be of more help. But
Well,
it's
like I said, maybe things will become more clear in the future then.
it is possible. Hopefully, because it is very annoying at times. You're just sitting there and you're thinking about something, and then suddenly you have no idea what you're talking about, and then poof, back to what you were thinking of. It's a very weird feeling.
Sounds like it'll give you a headache.
A little bit. Especially those first few days. Oh man, the headache. It was not pleasant. I've gotten more used to it now. Especially sleeping in a bed and not on rocks. That helped.
Good.
But other than that, I do not think I can be of much more help yet.
This is fine. Well, we can wait.
So unless you have anything else you want to talk about with her,
Nope.
You guys can just kind of have like, you know, a little idle chit chat here and there as time passes, and morning rolls around. You guys wake up.
And we're dead.
ADHD.
Well, I didn't hear what you said.
Man, that's
That
facts.
sounds like ADHD.
I mean, kind of. There's an actual medical condition, though, I think, that
Oh,
causes you to
I'm
do that.
sure.
But I don't know what it is.
Like
I've just heard
memory
about it.
specific medical condition, or just
Yeah.
like the focus changing? Because I don't know.
Focus changing is just
Yeah.
ADHD.
Right.
Ooh, squirrel.
Yeah.
I wonder what is happening. No, but I think there's an actual memory thing of somebody doing that. That's not what she has.
Oh,
I'm just saying, I
probably.
think that there's an actual medical thing where that happens to people.
I'm sure there's some DSM diagnosis about it or something, but
I
Multiple
don't know. I'm not a
personality
doctor
that's my
or
best guess.
expert
Is
on
multiple
that area.
personalities. Yeah.
It's a good possibility. I do
Which
not
again,
know.
she has this like second person that's apparently also
Oh.
her. So yeah.
It's not just that. It could also be a type of schizophrenia.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
Like I said, I'm not role playing her as having a mental illness.
No.
That
It's
is just there is a real world
Yeah.
equivalent to what she's experiencing.
Yeah.
I'm
Mhm.
sure there is.
Anyways,
That I was
We're
trying
all
to think of
dead.
to give to the players as an
We're all
example
dead.
of what
Give
it
us
is.
our long rest.
I will.
A long rest.
long rest.
A long rest, please.
Long rest.
Uh,
Man,
Unless we're
y'all are
dead.
picky.
Yeah, we are. Give it to us.
Yay!
Please, DM.
And don't worry, I'm already putting it in, Chris.
Cool.
rise to
Smile.
shine ye.
Smile.
All right. You guys wake up uneventful. Excuse me. You guys wake up after an uneventful night of watching a raven all night long.
How's the weather?
The same as it was the day before. Very dreary. Not quite as foggy.
It's nice.
Because you're a
checked
little
the
bit away
black
from the
book.
lake.
About this.
I checked the black book.
I'm
Nothing.
making my candle
Nothing on the
circle.
black book today.
Yay! Or yesterday.
Immediately
Wow.
working on changing spells.
Or yesterday. We already agreed on that.
Correct.
So, anyways.
So you guys are free to start your day. We're gonna wrap up here shortly, but you guys are free to start your day. What's happening? What are we doing? Are we just packing up and trudging on, or?
I spent several minutes doing my ritual. and then I
No,
pack up and head out.
I
Yes.
wanna
the
prepare
bird.
my spells all good and such, and as soon as I'm able to cast anything,
Huh?
I would like to try to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay, on the Raven.
Well, it's a range of self.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cast it on yourself,
Yeah.
and then you can speak.
And then you
to
can talk to it.
animals.
You can talk to an
Yeah.
animal.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So cast on myself and yes. Hello there, Raven.
You get no response.
Does it seem like it understands me?
It does not seem to have any effect to the Raven. It does not seem to respond to you at all.
Ah, well, that's quite worrying. It doesn't seem to respond to speak that. It doesn't speak.
It just doesn't want to talk. Oh, sorry.
Zila looks over at Zophie.
I think it's a purse.
Ah, are you saying that out loud?
Yeah.
Ah, well, I had the same idea, and I want to cast Charm Person. I know I need to be within 30 feet, so I'm going to slowly walk over to the bird.
Okay.
As close as I can get.
Okay.
And as long as I can get within 30 feet of it, I'm gonna cast Charm Person.
Okay. What is?
It's a charisma saving throw, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It is Wisdom. Pardon me.
Always.
Yes. I will be using this at second level. The DC.
DC doesn't change as per level in 5e.
Oh, I misread that. Yeah, I'll just cast that with first level then.
Okay. What's our DC?
Where do I see that again?
8 plus proficiency plus your wisdom level.
Gotcha. Wisdom. DC 13.
Is it really?
Is?
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Does it feel like it failed?
Yep.
Ooh.
Can I sense the reason why it failed?
Failed because it failed to save.
Wait.
You mean it succeeded
Oh,
to
so-
save?
It made the save.
No.
It made the save. It failed the save.
Yes,
Failed
you
to
charmed
save.
it.
Oh, it is successfully
charmed.
No, it sounded like
was
it failed
backwards
for
there.
him.
Yes.
So
Oh,
okay,
no.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you said
Yeah.
it.
My
weird.
bad. I
It
apologize.
sounded weird.
No, all good, all
Okay.
good. Okay, so
When you said
So-
it failed, I was picturing in my head
just-
the creature.
hold on. So I just charm personed a bird.
Huh?
Yeah.
Mother
What?
fuck. I'm
Don't
going to
waste it.
kindly
Don't
It's
waste
charmed, you better-
ask. Yep.
Link the spell for me
fine.
so I see what the spell does.
Sure.
Oh, they
thing.
treat
Considers
us
you a
like a
close friend.
close buddy. Buddy
Yeah, but I have to. I
Oh.
want to see the wording
No.
of the spell as to what he can and can't get away with it.
What charm
Oh,
person
that's not the
does.
right thing. Charm
It's not the
person. There's the
danger, but-
effect. Wait, no. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'll just look it up.
Clicking every button.
I don't think you
Okay.
can link spells.
You.
Yeah.
No, it's not like roll 20.
Yeah.
Can I do this? Or
You attempt to
this?
charm him
No.
when you see. Let's see. Wisdom saving throw and so. Health. Oh, actually, hold on. That's a great question.
Is he immune?
I had a similar thought. I
If
mean,
it's
that's
who I'm thinking
what
it
you're
is, he's
thinking.
probably immune.
Oh my god.
Keto.
It's not
Yes, that's who I think.
Wait, who do you think it is?
We just got robot.
You know,
You tell me.
I
feel like
think I know
there's
what
a
it
way
is
for
now.
you to test that.
See, my
Uh,
assumption that when
Nope, it doesn't have what I thought it did.
okay,
Hey,
it's not
let's
immune to
see.
charm.
do you I missed
Are you
it.
sure it
I
doesn't
saw
So
have
they regard you as a
legendary
friendly acquaintance.
Yes, a friendly acquaintance.
Oh, you think it's
Okay,
Strahd?
so you can't
Does it
make
have
it do
Yes.
things.
That's not who I think
Yeah,
it
I mean,
is.
it would make sense.
They
It
don't
can't.
have
You can't
legendary
make it do
resistance,
things, but
they?
you can. It's more inclined to do things.
Yeah, it's like
easier
your friend.
persuaded.
It's
It's not
not
gonna put itself in
dominate.
danger
Dominate would
or
make it do
anything.
No,
things.
Yeah.
dominates like you do
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
they want you to do.
Yeah.
But,
I just wanted to
but
make
the
sure what the
Just says your
wording of
brother.
the
To me
spell was, to see what
Mhm.
was possible.
He is a friend,
Yeah.
whoever it is.
Yep,
I'm
nope, I
thinking it's a
understand.
different person than everybody else.
Yep. So, with that being said, I'm going to take the good berries out of my pocket, you know, and offer them up, being like, well, friend, if you want to come down and have a Betty with me, you're more than welcome to eat.
Okay, it's gonna come down and take a berry out of your hand.
Does it stay there with me?
I mean, it lands on the ground. It's there. It's eating
okay.
the berry.
Gotcha.
I think the idea was it was in Clayne's hand.
Claim.
Not
Clane. I don't know who Clane is.
Fuck.
I don't know who that is. That's a weird. That's I don't know who that is.
Harrigan.
You sure you didn't mean Klein?
Shut up. I know
It's
what I
been a
do.
long time since we've had that issue going back and forth. So
I've tried to be
practiced
better.
saying Clane so much, it's ridiculous.
Well,
It's okay. I understand the
Yes.
plight. I understand how hard it is with names. I got your back,
Well-
Chris.
All right, xylophone.
Anyways,
Xylophone. My
that's
gosh.
not what I was
Oh my
referencing
lord.
at all. Sean
I
knows what
know.
I was referencing. Anyways,
well, now that we have the bird here, I'm gonna kindly speak to it.
Okay.
Dear friend, what might your name be?
It doesn't talk back.
Zila is
Would you
staring
mind
at this raven.
nodding your head, yes or no, to my questions?
Little nod said yes.
Well, thank you. Are you following us with malicious intent?
Shakes his head no.
I see. Are you reporting our location to anyone?
No. Shakes his head no.
I see. Before this moment, would you have considered yourself our ally?
It cocks its head.
That's fair.
Um,
Listen, I would like to apologize for my friend's actions the other day. So?
Harrigan.
Yes.
Fuck are you doing?
Oh, I'm talking with the bird. Turns out it's not a bird, it's a humanoid of some kind. Are you human? I asked to the bird.
It cocks its head.
Oh,
Ask
now
him if
that's an
we've met him
interesting
before.
answer. Oh, that's another good question. Have we met before?
Shakes its head no.
Fuck it. Ask if ask if he knows the bard.
Do you know of the bard in Valinsky?
Valaki.
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 I was just about to go like, no? Why would he know of that person? I don't know who that is.
By the name Rictavio specifically.
Yes,
Um,
Rictavio.
Do I know of or do I know? Which way is that worded?
No.
Do I
Do you
know?
know them?
No.
Yes.
All right. Well, that was my other theory.
Yeah, that was my
Yes.
theory.
Ask if
Yeah,
it is
that
working
was
with.
kinda my
Ask if it is working with Strahd.
Ah, yes, that's a good question.
Ah, I'm hoping that's a no. Do you work
We'll
with
find
a
out.
man by the name of Strahd?
Shakes his head no.
All right, solve that
It's a
problem.
relief.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Ask if it's from Barovia.
Are you from Barovia?
Shakes his head yes.
Hmm. Do you know this woman, Idina?
Shakes his head no.
Are they usually a bird?
I will relay that.
It cocks its head.
Is it forced to be a bird?
What are you?
Shakes his head no.
Does it have another form?
Shakes his head yes.
Is it a humanoid form? Humanoid.
Shakes his head yes.
Because you had asked before if it was human, right? And it said no.
It wasn't sure. It cracked its head.
It cocked its head. Okay.
Can it assume that form right now?
Shakes his head yes.
Would you mind
Will
showing?
it?
Will it? Everyone is like, will it?
Yes.
I was just like, you're like, can you? Yes.
Will you?
Can you?
That's fair.
Will you?
Different questions.
Let me see. If just because it views you as friendly doesn't necessarily mean that it'll do everything you ask of it.
Please.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
Pretty please, do you want
Please don't.
Look, Zila doesn't ask please that often, and the last time she did, she got shafted, so.
Go ahead and roll me persuasion with advantage.
Oh,
Yay!
yeah.
Persuasion.
You.
Me. Or.
No, Harrigan.
The person who
Harrigan's-
asked if they will.
Well,
Harrigan
please.
is doing the talking.
Okay.
Okay.
He's got the spell.
Do it, Harrigan.
I was kind of hoping to... Yeah, okay.
You don't want me to do it.
You
You
said,
don't
said
want
with
me to.
advantage?
With
It's only
advantage
fun for
because you have
you,
you have people helping you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Essentially, we're all assisting.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, hell yeah. Lovely.
He hates it. He hates
Show us the
it.
money! Show us the money!
Give us the goods, PM. Give us
He's
the
like-
goods.
Next session.
Oh.
Next time.
That's fair.
Fine.
Yeah, that is.
Whatever.
If we
have to
can if
have,
we
like-
continue down this path, it's going to be way longer than just a few minutes. So
Oh yeah, we're gonna have so many questions.
so
This
no,
is like
next
where- oh
session
boy.
next session
Yeah.
will start out with the
Boy.
results of that roll.
I love it.
Might,
Exciting.
We
I
might
love
need
the way
like
that ended.
a campsite and a token for whoever this raven is.
Mm-hmm.
Might also be a reason.
I wrote in
Actually,
my
I have
notes-
tokens for a lot of people of just
I
random
wrote-
NPCs.
Sure.
I wrote in my notes nat 20 on that question, so
Oh, I did
we're
too.
not
No,
forgetting.
I'm aware
For
it's
a second,
there.
nat
There's
20, so-
there's video evidence of it.
He'll remember.
Mhm.
Multiple video evidences.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yep.
But
I am
Exciting.
so glad.
we're gonna go down a
I'm excited.
rabbit trail at where you don't have time for
Yeah.
tonight.
I can't believe that.
Too much lore will be revealed.
This
You can't do
is
it.
awesome.
Way too much will get
What?
revealed way too fast.
By the way, Joey, you don't want Zila to make that roll, okay?
I'm so excited for this.
She doesn't
I
have
have a-
charisma.
I don't either. It's a.
I have a
net zero
negative
for me.
charisma.
Oh well. Okay.
Fair.
Oof.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna
Alright,
do
well.
my stream stuff. So be right
Yeah,
back.
I'm gonna
Incredible.
do.
Yep,
I'm so
be right
excited.
back.
I'm so excited.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and in the stream here, we're going to go ahead. We're going to bring this up. We're going to go ahead and raid out to a person named Astral. They're playing some Valorant. Person I follow. She's a VTuber, slime person. She's going to be fun. So we're going to raid out to her. And go say hi to her. Because I have never raided her before. And so she ought to be, should be fun. She's a fun person to just kind of chill with. So we're going to go ahead and raid out to her. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.